What's up, YouTube? It's Naj and Reina. Technically, tonight's just Naj, okay? Reina is actually back in Chicago. Reina is back in Chicago visiting family. Today's her mom's birthday, okay? Today is Mama Chi birthday. So, when y'all come in, drop a happy birthday, Mama Chi. Chi. That's how you spell Chi, okay? Drop a happy birthday, Mama Chi, in the chat. She'll appreciate it. And Raina appreciated it as well. So, y'all come in and do that favor for me. So, yeah, but we're going to have some fun tonight. Regardless, we're still going to have a good time, all right? So, if you're looking at the, I was getting a lot of messages. Let me turn it over. If you're looking at the title, you know what we're about to watch. Appreciate you greatly, Marshmallow. I still trying to get used to the new name, but we was introduced as Marshmallow, so that's what we rocking with. So let's see what we at. Let me pull this up. Nefertiti, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy birthday. We appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thanks a millie. Appreciate the happy birthdays. Brenda's gonna be very happy about that. What do you say? Glad you're back from vacay. But I have to rewatch tomorrow. It's all good. Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah. I technically didn't go on vacation. I was just trying to wait for. Well, we was trying to do a schedule live so Raina can hop on and then she can do like a Zoom or something like that, and we can still do it together. But she's celebrating my birthday, so it's all good. Like I said, good people's Raina's back in Chicago visiting family. Today's her mama birthday, so drop a happy birthday, Mama Chi, in the chat for me. Appreciate it. Mama Chi spelled obviously Machi. So yeah, so we're gonna have fun. We're gonna take a look at this case. This was actually it's not even a case because I can't find any. I don't. I guess the case didn't actually happen, like the court case. I can't find any actual case footage. So if y'all know anything about that, that'd be cool. But this was recommended by Autumn. Oh, there you go. That's Autumn right there. What's up, Autumn? Yeah, we about to hop into the. This is the one that you recommended. So if you got some videos of like the actual court case or if that even happened, let me know. But I didn't see any of that. So we're just gonna look at the actual story of what happened, with the case and such. So it's wild. Over over some Popeyes chicken. Now, keep in mind, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't. Me and Raina are both vegan, right? We've been vegan for 5 years. So, so the over a chicken sandwich. Now, keep in mind, I've only been vegan the last 5 years of my life, right? Before that, I wasn't, right? So I had my fair share of good chicken, Popeyes, all that stuff. But the fact that you uh, how are we saying it? Unalive someone. Gotta make sure I'm watching the words I use with this YouTube thing. The fact that you unalive someone over cutting you, I think it was. I try not to watch too much of the videos of the cases that we do because I want to have like live reactions with you all, and sometimes it's some of you all's first times looking at the thing, so I want to watch it with you all from the first time. But literally over getting in front of you for a Popeyes chicken sandwich, man. Like it's worth that much, and then you still didn't even get the chicken sandwich when you did what you did. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. It's crazy. Um, what's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all hopping in. Thank you, Joy. Hope y'all doing good. It's a good, nice Monday night. It was actually pretty nice outside today in Dallas. We had some pretty decent weather. I think it was like 67 outside, something like that. A high of 67 or something. I wasn't really out there. I was working in the inside today, but let's see. Nefertiti says, I remember this on the news, and it was so dumb. Man, man, crazy. Like over some Popeyes chicken. What's up, Summer Day? What's going on? What is up? What's up? Hey, Kathy, what is going on? Yeah, so like I said, we solo today, right into Chicago. But I'm gonna get into it. And while I'm pulling up this video, like if y'all have some other videos that go a little bit more in depth, because I really couldn't find all the videos I found. I found one with somebody reviewing it, and that's gonna be the main one that we take a look at. Um, but all of the videos that I found were like really short. They was like 2 minutes, 1 minute and stuff. The one I'm about to pull up, I think it's like 12 minutes, and he talks about, the whole chicken sandwich thing. I guess y'all remember, right? When it was a whole, you know, party or whatever about this whole situation when the chicken sandwiches got really popular, and then I guess like the restaurants started competing and making their own versions and just all type of crazy stuff. It was wild. So, um, yeah, the whole internet was going crazy. Um, you said Lee's will fight Kathy. What is Lee's? Where is that located? I don't think I've heard of Lee's. Is that like just like a regional thing? I don't think it's like national or anything like that. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Um, all good people born in November. I can agree to that. I don't know a lot of people born in November, but Mama Chi born in November, Raina Mama, and then my grandma born in November, the beginning of November. So I can agree to that. Those two good people. Let's see what else we have. I haven't heard about this one. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at it. What does it say? Donut operator is an ex cop who does breakdowns, and this is hilarious thing called Bork Num Num, and it's hilarious thing. I'll probably have to check it out. So I got something pulled up. We'll take a look at these, and then the other thing is, um, I know you all on the last live that we did, you all dropped in the comments the cases that you want us to look at, but some of those I'm gonna wait for Rain to get back, because the ones that are like really interesting, I want to deep dive into those with her. So I'm gonna just go over some of the ones that aren't that like long, and we'll have to do multiple parts to. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at this one. But if you do have some that you do find interesting, like some cases or just some videos or something that you want to go over, we can after the Popeyes chicken. We can do that tonight. So Kathy, if you want to gather some other cases, if y'all want to drop some in the chat and send over some videos, we can take a look at that, after the Popeyes. So I'm gonna get this pulled up. What's up, Mikey? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Okay, I think I got it pulled up. One sec. Let's see where we is. Popeyes. Okay, let me get my screen right. Okay, everybody that's coming in, please tap on that like button. Appreciate it greatly. Y'all been doing it. I greatly appreciate when y'all come in and show us some support with the like button. If y'all just hopping in, you're not subscribed, tap on that subscribe icon so you can get all the videos, all of the notifications when we go live. I'm about to go ahead and share my screen so we can take a look at this crazy Popeyes killer, man. That's crazy. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wait, let me adjust this. My head's struggling. Yeah, let me get that up a little bit bigger. Hold up. Why my phone ain't connect? Why my phone ain't connect? Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good now. Let me pull this up.
You know the
Y'all know who this guy is? Wavy, what's it? Wavy Web Surf. I don't know. He got 1 million subscribers. Appreciate you. Thanks for tapping that like button. So let's get into it. I think he's gonna detail based off the chapters how it's broken up. Look like he's gonna detail the whole situation when the Popeyes chicken started getting popular. So let's check it out.
You know, the fast food industry really has no shame. They'll do anything to generate artificial hype around some limited time cash grab that they've slapped on their menu. And we could talk about these hype beast cash grabs all day. The Travis Scott burger, these various abominations at Taco Bell, the freaking Burger King Black Whopper, for Christ's sake. But there's one of these limited time fast food releases that really dwarfs all the rest when it comes to controversy. The release of the Popeyes chicken sandwich. A release that was so chaotic that it's been blamed for inadvertently causing widespread criminal activity, assaults, and even a murder. And in today's video, I'll be revisiting the madness, telling you the story of this tumultuous chicken sandwich release and the infamous killer that ran amok during it. This is the story of the Popeyes chicken killer.
Crazy.
All of this fried chicken talk, it's got your boy ready for a snack. Thankfully, the sponsors of today's video, chefs offer up a spicy collard. The craze that would eventually become Popeye's Chicken Mania ultimately begins in the summer of 2019. Seeing the massive success of Chick-fil-A's signature sandwich, chains around the United States were getting in on the burgeoning chicken sandwich market and
Oh, so it was Chick-fil-A that started it. I thought it was Popeyes. So Chick-fil-A started the crazy chicken sandwich madness. That's something.
Started pumping out Sammys of their own. From McDonald's to Burger King to Wendy's, everyone and their grandma was slapping together some mediocre chicken offering just to say they had one on the menu. And for any of you out there that have tried these chicken sandwich offerings from these lesser chains, you know that they don't hold a candle to the Chick-fil-A classic, baby.
Oh, God.
But that being said, in August of 2019, a worthy contender would enter the chicken sandwich wars. And that contender was Popeyes with their own Southern-style chicken sandwich. This bad boy was quietly released on August 12th. It was met with little fanfare initially. For most, the offering flew under the radar, but those who tried the sandwich were giving it rave reviews, praising it for its brioche bun, crispy breading, and overall juiciness. To this.
That's why I don't fuck with y'all, Popeyes. I'm finna come in there and pop y'all motherfucking eyes out y'all fucking head.
Long lines outside of Popeyes. Those who brave the roughly hour-long wait are rewarded with the latest sensation, a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Well, it pretty much can all be boiled down to Popeyes punking Chick-fil-A on Twitter. Seeing positive reviews of Popeyes chicken sandwich and Twitter banter.
Hold on right fast. Before we continue, Nefertiti, I want to take a look at what you meant. You said, oh, whoops, hold on. Let me get back over here. Where's that message go? I didn't want to lose it in the chat. Nefertiti said, I want to tell you about the Face Eater murder trial that started and ended today. Oh, wow. So sad and messed up. The family victim relayed into the prosecutor. We can take a look at that. Do y'all have a link to this? I don't know what the case is called, but if y'all can drop a link in the chat, or Kathy, if y'all can grab a link and get that organized, we can definitely take a look at that, because I don't think this is going to be too long, the Popeyes murder. So if y'all got some other ones y'all want to check out after this one, we can definitely do that. Let me go back.
Suggesting that this sandwich was better than Chick-fil-A's, some dipshit at Chick-fil-A crafts this glaringly insecure and passive-aggressive tweet, obviously directed at Popeyes. Bun plus chicken plus pickles equals all the love for the original. Now, Chick-fil-A up to this point had never acknowledged any of its other chicken sandwich competitors, and this tweet seemed to telegraph that they actually thought that the Popeyes chicken sandwich was a threat to their bottom line. And it's the way Popeyes replies to this passive-aggressive tweet that ends up sparking a chicken sandwich frenzy. It was a simple reply tweet to Chick-fil-A saying, "Y'all good?" Popeyes is like, "We got this fool on the ropes, bro." This cheeky response was perfect, and needless to say, the Twitter masses loved it. Because let's be honest, dunking on Chick-fil-A is kind of a pastime of Twitter if you haven't noticed. Popeyes ratioed Chick-fil-A to Middle Earth, and their tweet wound up getting close to 300,000 likes. The humorous back and forth between the two chicken giants was covered by blogs across the internet, which inadvertently raised the public's awareness of Popeyes' new chicken sandwich. And naturally, you had people wanting to become a part of this viral moment, so they ended up going to Popeyes to try this chicken sandwich for themselves. Popeyes had accidentally stumbled into a viral marketing campaign here.
Must be crack in this chicken sandwich.
It's gotta be crazy to wait in a line like this. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it is.
This is Takina Nadane's second wait for the sandwich. The internet has declared a taste challenge to the chicken sandwich holy grail, Chick-fil-A.
I gotta know the verdict here.
Popeyes.
It's better.
It's better, yeah.
His first taste, a moment.
Okay, that's
Cool.
cool.
The bread.
Started to spread online, that's when panic set in for those who hadn't got their hands on one yet. With the sense of urgency surrounding the sandwich, lines started spilling out of Popeyes restaurants nationwide. A full-blown mania had erupted, and with the mania came criminal activity. Videos began popping up on social media showing disorderly scenes at Popeyes. One video shows a portly patron reaching through a drive-thru window assaulting a restaurant worker over a chicken sandwich. Another video shows a chaotic drive-thru scene where two vehicles collided with each other while in an effort to fight for their place in line to get a...
You cannot be serious. This is over a chicken sandwich. I think this was, did they say 2019? Now, some of that I do remember the crash, right? I do remember like seeing that, like them trying to fight for it, but a chicken sandwich, you causing thousands of dollars of damage to your car. You jumping through a drive-through window, and then eventually this next fool who takes somebody out over a chicken sandwich. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this. I'm gonna try to get that pulled up. The 2 hour. Okay. Can I pin this comment? I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can pin the comment so I can save it as soon as we're done with this one. But all this over a sandwich, yo. A damn sandwich. Let me see. A sandwich. Thank you, Summer. Hit that like button real quick to help Naj and Reina get pushed out there. Yes, please tap on that like button. What else we got? Okay, let me hop back up on here.
Chicken sandwich. Hell, at one point it was reported that an armed mob entered a Popeyes restaurant and allegedly held a cashier at gunpoint over a chicken sandwich.
Hey, look, county jail
Wait,
chicken
what?
Hell, at one point it was reported that an armed mob entered a Popeyes restaurant and allegedly held a cashier at gunpoint over a chicken sandwich.
Hey, look, county jail's chicken sandwich is way worse than this, so don't do this kind of thing. We've told you about how popular the Popeyes chicken sandwich is. The sign here on the door says it all. Be right back. They don't have any chicken sandwiches. But you know what? Apparently, one group went inside the store asking for the sandwich. They were told no. The customer became so angry, he actually pulled out a gun. Police say there were 5 adults who came in. They also had a baby with them. They walked into the store around 9 o'clock.
After what had to have been several weeks of hell for Popeyes employees, the
Ain't
chicken
no way.
sandwich mania would eventually die down in mid-September after pretty much every store had sold out of chicken sandwiches. While the limited run of chicken sandwiches had run their course, Popeyes did tease that more were on the way, with many restaurants having signs placed on their doors and windows claiming that the sandwich would return sometime in the future.
Yo, what do you have to be putting in these sandwiches to make people act like this? Like, somebody just joked. I think somebody said like they was putting crack in them or something like that. But you had to be putting something in these sandwiches to make people pull out guns over a sandwich, a Popeye sandwich. You pulling out guns, threatening people, willing to go to jail over, I don't know what it was, maybe a $5 sandwich. Like, you gotta be kidding me. This is insane. Agreed, Nefertiti. There is no food in the world I'm fighting for. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Wow. Um, Madison says, a killer is a killer, kind of like that saying, the straw that broke the camel's back. Anything could have made that killer snap. That's true. That's true. Now that makes sense because it can't just be a sandwich. It can't just be, I'm just about to do something I ain't never thought about doing before, or I'm about to pull out this gun because I need this sandwich so bad. It got to be like that's their mentality, regardless of what it's about, right? And the sandwich was just the opportunity for them to act themselves, to act the damn ass. That's crazy. All right, let's get to the main course, so to speak.
But for the time being, folks would have to wait for another shot at the sandwich, which brings us to the topic of the Popeyes chicken killer. Let's fast forward about a month. The story of the Popeyes chicken killer begins in October of 2019. After quickly...
Queen Gunsa, this is not a drill, okay? This is real. Hey y'all, I'm Florida at the title. Please let this be an April Fool's joke. We are damn near in December, so unfortunately, this is real. I'm just as taken off guard by this as you. I didn't know that there was. I mean, I knew that people was acting crazy. Like I said, I did see like the car crash, people trying to cut each other through the drive-through to get it, but I didn't know about this. Autumn Rain suggested it, so thank Autumn for the 411. In the case.
Selling out of chicken sandwiches back in Chicken Killer. Let's fast forward about a month. The story of the Popeyes chicken killer begins in October of 2019. After quickly selling out of chicken sandwiches back in September, the public was demanding Popeyes bring back the item for those who missed out on the initial limited release. Being fans of money, Popeyes obliged. And on October 28th, the chicken chain would announce via another cheeky tweet targeting Chick-fil-A that the sandwich was returning to stores on November 3rd. This announcement naturally set the internet ablaze. And finally, once the day of November 3rd arrived, all hell broke loose once again.
This video, posted by Murder Inc. Sunday, shows a group of employees physically fighting in the back of the store.
They're fighting each other. People are fighting the employees in the parking lots and the streets. It's getting out of control. No other chicken place is dealing with this.
We need to have security out here. The neighbors, Wendy's.
Y'all gotta just put it up at that point. Like, they acting like kids. Children. Do you know this is what you do when two kids are fighting over a toy? You just gotta take the toy and don't give it to neither one of them. Why they out here fighting the employees that's just trying to make a living over a damn chicken sandwich? Like, who raised you? In the words of TK Kirkley, who raised you? Queen Kunta. Okay. Oh wait, I gotta bring out the sound for you. Where the horn at? Hold up. Oh, okay, I gotta pull it up. Oh wait, it messed up. Hold on. Let me do it again. There we go. Appreciate the 99 super chat, Queen Kunta. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you a ton. Everybody that's hopping in, please tap that like button for us and hit that subscribe button. We got 26 people in the chat. We got about 18 likes. Let's get that up to like 21. Greatly appreciate it. I see a few people asking about Reina. Reina is fine and dandy. She in Chicago, back where we from, visiting her mom. Today's her mom's birthday. And everybody that's been coming in, well, at the beginning, dropped a happy birthday Mama Chi in the chat. So if y'all coming in, y'all want to drop a happy birthday Mama Chi, we'll highlight it on the screen and they'll be able to both see it because I think they're both watching. So just drop a happy birthday Mama, M-A-M-A, Chi, C-H-I, in the chat, and they will greatly appreciate it. They'll see it in the chat. Raina probably actually in the chat looking, so she'll be able to check that out. But she good. She's cool. She in Chicago. She'll be back the beginning of December. I'll say it like that so far, like Friday or probably like Sunday or something like that. I think the 4th, actually. Appreciate the 99 super chat, Queen Kunta. Let's see what else we got in the chat. With just Naj, I thought it would be a sausage fest. Hey, ladies and Mikey. We got. I guess we got a diverse audience. We got everybody, women, guys. We appreciate everybody that come through. We all are interested in checking out the same things. So everybody comes through and show love. We got a tribe over here. We appreciate that. Let me see what else we got. Marshmallow says, "What the heck, guys? I'm the only one who has liked. Hit that like. Appreciate you, Marshmallow. Hit that like. All right, let's go back to the.
They're fighting each other. People are fighting the employees in the parking lots and the streets. It's getting out of control. No other chicken place is dealing with this.
We need to have security out here. The neighbors, Wendy's, Winco, are complaining of the disturbance of the cars lining up all the way through their properties. So we're going to have to shut down.
While night one of the Popeyes chicken sandwich re-release proved to...
Thanks, Queen Kunta. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate the super chat. Have a great night.
...be quite the disorderly spectacle, no one was seriously injured during this frenzy. But the same couldn't be said for the following evening. On the night of November 4th, Chicken Mania was still sweeping the nation with long lines spilling out of Popeyes around the country. And it would be in one of these lines filled with hungry visitors that a tragic scenario would unfold. The location was the Popeyes at the 6200 block of Oxon Hill, Maryland. 32-year-old Rico McLean is in line with several other restaurant visitors, all trying to get their hands on a meal. With folks experiencing above-average wait times for their meal...
1 second. That is wild. I'm gonna rewind that. I see everybody coming in with the happy birthdays. We appreciate it greatly. We greatly appreciate it. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna give her a screenshot so they can see that. I'm gonna shoot her over a text so Reina and Mama, she can see y'all showing them some love. All right, now let's get back to it.
32-year-old of these lines filled with hungry visitors that a tragic scenario would unfold. The location was the Popeyes at the 6200 block of Oxon Hill, Maryland. 32-year-old Rico McLean is in line with several other restaurant visitors, all trying to get their hands on a meal.
I'm sorry.
With
I keep on pausing. I'm sorry, but we gotta show our people some love. Bendy, it was your birthday yesterday. Well, happy belated birthday. Appreciate you coming in after your birthday. The day after your birthday, shall I say? Let's see what it say. Yeah, Mama treated another size. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for all y'all dropping the happy birthdays.
Experiencing above average wait times for their meals, the environment is tense and folks are very defensive regarding their position in line. The last thing you'd want to do in a situation like this is try to jump the queue. And with that being said, enter 27-year-old Kevin Davis. Davis was also in line for Popeyes on this eventful evening, but at some point while waiting, Kevin reportedly makes the decision to cut in front of several restaurant patrons in line. It's at this point where Rico McLean angrily confronts Mr. Davis. At some point this is try to jump the queue. And with that being said, enter 27-year-old Kevin Davis. Davis was also in line for Popeyes on this eventful evening, but at some point while waiting, Kevin reportedly makes the decision to cut in front of several restaurant patrons in line. It's at this point where Rico McLean angrily confronts Mr. Davis, leading to a verbal altercation between the two men that only becomes more heated as time passes. Eventually, Rico McLean and Kevin Davis decide to take the matter outside, presumably to squash the beef with their fists. But as the men exit the Popeyes building door, that's when Rico McLean almost immediately produces a knife and lunges at Kevin, stabbing him in his upper torso, the blow mortally wounding the man. After the cowardly stabbing, Rico McLean would flee the area, leaving Kevin for dead. Nearby witnesses would call police, and first responders would escort the rapidly deteriorating man to the hospital. Unfortunately, medical personnel were unable to save him and Kevin passed away later that evening. And what began as an exciting night ended in the tragic murder of a young man. And the situation was only made worse because Rico McLean was attempting to evade justice. He was on the run and in hiding. Unaware of the man's identity at the time of the murder, police would release surveillance footage from Popeyes showing their unidentified suspect and naming his female companion a person of interest in the murder of Kevin Davis. Because the stabbing occurred during the midst of the Popeyes chicken sandwich hype, it became inextricably linked to the sandwich's release and would make national news headlines.
Now to Maryland, where a man was stabbed to death outside a Popeyes restaurant. Police say the stabbing happened over a fight about the fast food chain's chicken sandwich. You heard me right. They added that it appears that one man may have cut in front of another one in a line.
At the Popeyes in Oxon Hill today, candles burned for the victim, 28-year-old Kevin Tyrell Davis of Oxon Hill. Meanwhile, customers inside continued to stand in long lines to get the sandwich and were shocked by the circumstances.
It's very, very crazy just to stab somebody over a chicken sandwich. If they had talked to me, I said, man, I'll go buy you a chicken sandwich.
Man, yo. Get me back on the screen. How do I get back over here? Yo. Okay, let's talk about this. I need to know from y'all, chat. How do y'all feel about this? What are your thoughts on this so far? We know the outcome was just like ridiculous, but what are your thoughts on what was his name? Kevin? Was that the one that was killed? I forgot. What are your thoughts on how this actually went down? Because if I'm being like 100% objective, like the guy that ended up losing his life, was he in the rights originally? I don't think so, right? Like everybody's in line. You know these fools are crazy as hell about this damn chicken sandwich. And then you make the decision to cut in line, right? You make the decision to cut in front of everybody, and this chicken sandwich got everybody on crack, clearly. And you put yourself in a position to where someone's going to say something to you easily. Somebody's going to say something to you because look at everything else. They out here wrecking their cars, right? But that doesn't mean that you should be harmed in this sort of way. You shouldn't have your life taken from you, right? Like they said, I guess they got into it in the side of the store, and they said they'd go outside and fight, right? Now, the thing about it is, in today's world, sadly enough, there rarely is any more fighting, right? Very few people are going to do a one-on-one fight, sadly enough, right? Like, it's best to just try to avoid confrontation when possible, or, you know, talk about it, whatever, because most people aren't fighting, especially if you, I don't even remember where this was at. I forgot what they said. Where did this situation take place in? But I'm in Texas, right? And you know how they get down here. If you're over, I think it's 18, maybe it's 21, but if you're over, let's just say 21, and you're a resident of Texas, and you don't have a felony, you can get a gun, right? It's a very normal thing to walk around with a gun in Texas. Very normal for everybody. I do. You know, it's like having an ID, basically. It's like having a wallet, right? And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that, because it causes people to be more cautious of what they do and like de-escalate things when need be. But putting yourself in a situation to where you know someone's, and maybe you didn't know, I don't know, but I just don't think that certain things don't need to be done, right? Like going into there, cutting people, like that type of stuff is just petty. It's just petty. These fools are acting crazy over this chicken sandwich. They in line, they waiting for food just like you waiting for food, and you jump inside of it and, you know, cutting people. But the guy, he had the rights, the guy that ended up doing the killing, I think he technically had the right to confront him, right? But you let your emotions get that riled up that you pull out a knife to end this man's life, whether you tried to or not, but you know the outcome of you putting punctures in someone with a knife. Like, it's crazy. It's just wild. So it's like, and then the other thing is, in the heat of the moment, it's like, we have the ability to look at this in retrospect 3 years later and dissect the situation piece by piece, right? But in a moment, who knows, emotions are high and you just reacting and responding. You cracked out because of the chicken sandwiches. It got your brain, your neurons firing and doing all type of stuff. You ain't thinking straight. I don't know, right? They probably really are putting crack in these chicken sandwiches. So you ain't thinking right in the beginning. But I don't know. This is just, it's so unnecessary. It was just like such a pointless situation that did not have to happen. Like, imagine that. Like, telling people this person, let's just say let's say he had a girlfriend or a wife or something like that, and they have to say, what happened to him. He lost his life over cutting a line in Popeyes from the 2019 chicken fiasco or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta think about these things. It's just crazy. It was just so pointless. Sad, I don't know. I wonder, what are y'all thoughts on this? Because I don't know. Oh wait, I'm up too far. Let me get back down here. Oh, Joy, it was your birthday yesterday too? We got a lot of November people up in here. Happy belated birthday, Joy. Happy belated birthday. Wow, we got a lot of people up in here. Susan D, I hope Reina is okay. Yes, Reina is doing well. I just talked to her. She is back in Chicago, where we're from. Today is her mama's birthday, so she went to go spend some time with her mama. I took a screenshot of all of y'all in the chat dropping a happy birthday, so I'm going to send it over to her. And her mama, they love, so they'll appreciate it. 1 second. I want to know y'all thoughts on this. I'm going to go through some of the comments to see y'all thoughts. Let's see. I hate a line jumper, but it's not worth killing for. Agreed. 100% agreed. I think this guy had major issues before there was a Popeyes sandwich. Concurred. Because I don't think that can cause you to just stab someone like over jumping a line. Like, that is so petty. Like, there's levels to petty, right? But that is so petty. Like, you're gonna stab him over that. Now your life gone from stabbing somebody that jumped the line. And I think that petty, like, I think that goes both ways, right? Just as bad as a line jumper situation is, it's also petty on his end to like escalate it, because it's a sandwich at the end of the day. You're going back home, like, Kevin had no clue what was coming. Agreed. Meg. Hold on, let me play the horn for you too. Thank you so much for the $2 super chats. Greatly appreciate it. What does it say? Suggestion. Jessica Groves trial interrogation. Okay, we can get that pulled up too. Are y'all interested in that? Jessica Groves. Who is this? What's she do? What's her name? What's she from? What's her social? What's her social ID? I'll just laugh. But are y'all interested in checking that out? Jessica Grove. We can pull that up. I'll look it up. We can hop on that too next, because this wasn't that long. This was probably the best video that I found on it. We're gonna finish the rest of this out. I'm gonna go through some of y'all comments and see what y'all like. What y'all talking about. Line cutting doesn't warrant the death penalty. It was rude and foolish, but not worth killing over. 110% agreed. Like, it's just unnecessary, but like, to kill somebody over that, right? That's like killing somebody over, cutting you off, I guess. Now, it depends on the cutoff, because sometimes cutting off people can be really bad. But you know what I mean? It's just like that's worth them losing their life because they jumped in front of you in line. Let's see, what else we got? Autumn says, "Don't mess with a hungry man's food." I guess so. I guess so. Susan D says, "Yeah, it gets crazy. I work at a grocery store and two people bolted because self-help was too long." But people get mad. Two people bolted? Is that like, you mean like they stole the stuff, or am I just off a little bit? What does that part mean? You said they bolted. I don't know, is it like slang for something? I have friends from Texas that got rifles as kids from their dads. I believe it. I believe it. Like I said, here in Texas, everybody, like, having a gun is like having a license, like a driver's license. You know, it's like owning a wallet. It's just part of your everyday uniform. By the way, my husband and I have CCW. Good. We took safety classes. Our guns are kept under lock and key. I hear that. I mean, you know, today it's like Grand Theft Auto out there, the video game. You know, in this day and age, you got to be so careful who you decide to disrespect. People don't fight fair anymore. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not at all. They do not fight fair. Let me see. Joy says, "So very sad to lose your life over a sandwich, but you cut in line. Fighting means fists, but I guess not these days." Yeah, no, fighting, when they say fighting, it's usually a knife fight or a gun fight. That's how they fight today. Or somebody getting jumped. Yeah, it's no, yeah. Joy says, "I'm in Texas with these gun laws. We all have to be careful and watch how we act and how we treat each other." Yeah, agreed. 100% agreed. I did one in the past with an ex-boyfriend that had a collection. Oh, talking about the guns. Meg says, "As adults, we have to learn to control ourselves and our reactions. I have a short temper, but I've taught myself to calm down and diffuse my reactions. We have to learn control." That's very true. You know, something that I used to do, but I'm not. Oh, Raina's in the chat, y'all. She's commenting under Naj and Reina. She said, hold on, let me see if I can pull it up right fast. Hey, babe. She says, "Mom said, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all." She says, "Hey, y'all. I miss y'all." So if y'all want to talk to Raina, she's right there in the chat. She's under our icon. But a comment that I think it was Meg put up here. Meg says something. Golly, I don't lost it. I don't miss the. Man, I cannot find the comment. They come too fast. Okay. Here we go. As adults, we have to learn to control ourselves and our reactions. I have a short temper, but I've taught myself to calm down and diffuse my reactions. We have to learn control. So something that I had consciously tried to do for a while, and I was able to do it. I was doing it very well. Was I had started. What was it? Like, I started practicing not reacting to certain things. I think I might have talked about this in one of the previous lives, but like I would practice not responding to certain things, right? Like specifically when I'm driving, because when people drive, well, when I'm driving, people drive like crazy and they just do the most ridiculous things. It's almost like they do stuff for attention when they're driving, right? Whether it's like flying past you or like all type of stuff, cutting you off and stuff like that. And something I had consciously started trying to do, which goes in line with what Megan is saying, Meg is saying right here, which is controlling like your response to certain things, right? Like regardless of what someone does, the way that you respond, the way you respond to it is within your total control. So whenever someone would do something just like just straight up stupid when we're driving, like cut you off or whatever, I would try to not say anything, not do anything, not have any emotional reaction to it, to just act as if it did not happen. And when I say that brought so much, so much calmness and so much more stress-freeness in my life, it was ridiculous because it lets you know that everything that someone does, and if you can control how you act in traffic, you can control a lot of stuff, but it lets you know that everything doesn't deserve a response. It doesn't it doesn't deserve an emotional reaction from you, because that's wasted energy that we're putting into these other people and these things that's going on outside of us, right? And most of the time they're doing it for a reaction. They're doing it to get some, like a rise out of you, right? So if you can control how you're responding to certain things and what people are saying to you, you know, you have a lot more saneness and be able to navigate life a lot better, you know. Let me see. Let's go back into figuring this out right fast. Let's see where we at. How much more do we have on this specific one? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's finish this up.
If you don't stab that.
Shocked by the circumstances.
It's very, very crazy just to stab somebody over a chicken sandwich. If they had talked to me, I said, man, I'll go buy you a chicken sandwich if you don't stab that person. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
With so much attention being granted to this case by way of the Popeyes hype, it was only a matter of time before someone would come forward and reveal the killer's identity. Law enforcement would eventually get a tip, and 10 days after the stabbing had taken place, on November 14th, Rico McLean was identified as the suspect, and police would arrive at his home in Capitol Heights, just 20 minutes from the crime scene. Rico McLean was then arrested, jailed, and charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, first-degree assault, and second-degree assault.
Stawinski said the accused killer, Rico McLean, was caught yesterday at a home in Capitol Heights on Nova Avenue. And Stawinski said he does not expect anyone else will be charged in the case, either as an accomplice or for helping McLean hide from the law. And something else here, Stawinski said persistent conversations also on social media that somehow the victim and the suspect knew each other and had some kind of ongoing dispute are simply not true, period.
Oh.
Davis is accused of cutting the line, and McLean is accused of killing him for it.
The killer would later be found guilty of second-degree murder, and in September of 2022, Rico McLean was sentenced to serve 22 years in prison for the callous killing of 27-year-old Kevin Davis. Prosecutors were hoping to get 30 years or more for Rico McLean, but the judge decided to go with the lower sentencing option here in consideration of McLean's children. Due to state sentencing rules in Maryland, Rico McLean will only have to serve a minimum of 50% of his sentence, meaning that he could hypothetically get out of prison in around 10 years, which would technically sort of, I guess, give him some years of raising his children in their formative years, I guess is what the judge is thinking here. I don't know. Whatever the case, it's a sad and disturbing story. A young man's life taken far too soon just because some guy got minorly inconvenienced in a Popeyes and thought the way you solve that problem is by stabbing them. Rest in peace to Kevin.
Crazy, man. Crazy. That is just wild. That's sad, yo. To lose your life over that, of all things, over cutting the line. I mean, was he wrong? Was he in it wrong? Yeah, but over cutting the line to have his life ended, like, that's crazy to me. Crazy. What's up, Corn Pop? Corn Pop is in the building. Let me see what she say. That's kind of what we try to outgrow after childhood. But hey, we all get hungry. I guess so. You know. I guess so. That is wild. You say, I watched I watched one compilation of Karens, quote unquote, and I reined in it. I reined it in. That's funny, actually. uh, okay. Let's see. Now I was running. Look at my messages for links. Messages inside of the on YouTube. I didn't even know we could send messages on YouTube. Let me see. I don't even know where to go to check messages. I know YouTube used to have messages, but I thought they took that away. Uh, Let me see. Okay. 10 years. That's preposterous. You know what's crazy about that, Joy? Right fast while I go over this. If you all want to decide like what y'all, if y'all want to vote on specifically what y'all want to touch on next, like tonight, we can definitely put it up because a few people dropped a few different links, and I really can't go through the chat to try to find them. So if y'all can just drop what y'all want. I know you dropped a few links for me, Kathy. I appreciate it. I'll have to scroll up and down, but let me know what y'all want to touch on like now, and we can go through it. The next one, because this one's pretty much done. Everything else on this case was just like basically the same thing what he wrapped up, but just not as good. But yeah, 10 years basically he can get out in 10 years. What's crazy about that is also if he has what do they call it? Good behavior. He can probably get out like a year earlier than that, so it can possibly be 9 years, you know, which is just crazy. But yeah, let's see. Kathy said corn pop. I see what I can do to pull it up. Okay, so what did you mention? Corn pop. Let me see. A really interesting case that is one is turning out to be the Border Patrol serial killer. That sounds very interesting. Can we pull this up? Thank you, Kathy. I see the link. Oop, hold on. Let me see. Oh, here's Mama Chi. This is Mama Chi. All right, so you all, right fast, quick plug, right fast. So, for all you all that don't know, Raina's mom, Mama Chi, she is a small business expert. Basically, she helps people start their small business. She helps you get um, funding, or shall I say, she helps you with the process of how do I say it? I guess like grant writing. So she can help you with grant writing. She can help you with a business plan. Pretty much everything that you need to get your small business up and running. She's the person to go to. That's her page right here. It's the Dates Group. Okay, so she has a YouTube channel. So subscribe to her YouTube channel, but also visit thedatesgroup.com. And anything that you need, if you know anybody that needs help with launching their small business or just improving it, need a business plan, need all those things, those fundamentals to help you get your business off the ground, please check out the Dates Group. Tap the link, all right, on her page. Subscribe to her YouTube channel because she has some very insightful information. She's also on Instagram. She's also on TikTok, the Dates Group, everywhere. Just type it in on Google. You'll see all the information that you need. So check that out when y'all get a chance. Aside from that, I'm going to look at this case right here. Oh wait, what does it say? Meg says, that's such a great thing, Naj. I drive professional, so I spend a lot of my time on the road, and people test me sometimes with how they drive, but as long as there's not a wreck, it doesn't matter. Yeah, she's talking about that driving situation I mentioned. Okay, let's see. Where is that link? Okay, I think I got to go to the actual comment on my phone to pull that up. 1 second. Let me go to the video on my phone. My fault, good people. I'm here by myself, so y'all got to bear with me. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, so we are going to take a look at this trial. It's called the Border. Let me see. The trial of Juan David Ortiz, ex-Border Patrol agent accused of murdering 4 women. Wow. Okay. All right, so this is what we're going to get into, okay? We're going to check this out. Please tap that like button when y'all come in. We greatly appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, make sure you tap that subscribe button, because sometimes YouTube will show you our videos and you won't actually be subscribed. You just feel like you're subscribed because you see them in your feed. All right. There's a few people that I'm not even subscribed to, should I say, but a few people that I follow and watch their videos, and their videos usually pop up on my feed, but I wouldn't actually subscribe to them. So make sure that you subscribe, and then when you do subscribe, there is like a little notification bell icon, and that's what will let you know when we actually go live. At least it should. So tap on that too. Okay. Now we're gonna take a look at this case. I have never heard this. I think this is what Corn Pop just brought up, which is crazy. Yeah. Let me share the screen. All right. So it says the trial of Juan David Ortiz, ex-Border Patrol agent accused of murdering 4 women. Okay. Thanks, Corn Pop. Thanks, Kathy, for getting it sent over. Appreciate y'all. Let's get into it. Hold up. Let me turn it up. Oh, wait. I gotta fast forward it. Okay.
For 10 days in 2018, many in Laredo were living in fear. Someone apparently luring women. For 10 days in 2018, many in Laredo were living in fear. Someone apparently luring women into a truck and then killing them.
All the victims were defenseless.
The person arrested and charged in the killings that left 4 dead, an individual nobody expected, a Border Patrol agent.
Lo más sorprendente, o sea, para mí, yo creo para toda la comunidad, es cuando descubrimos que este era un oficial, un agente, un supervisor de la patrulla fronteriza.
Ortiz carried out these murders in a cold and callous way.
And now, after 4 years, the case is headed to trial right here in Bexar County. This is open court, the trial of Juan David Ortiz.
In 2018, a monster was on the loose right here in the streets of Laredo.
Someone preying on sex workers, leaving them for dead over a span of several weeks. Juan David Ortiz, a Border Patrol agent, a Navy veteran, a husband, and a father, accused of using his authority to entrust others and evade suspicion.
We look back now at the terror Ortiz allegedly caused to so many.
On the side of Jeffries Road near State Highway 255, about 30 miles north of Laredo, a rancher found a woman's body. That woman would later be identified as 29-year-old Melissa Ramirez. She had been shot several times. At the time, authorities didn't know this was just the beginning of a deadly streak of murders. 10 days later, 2 miles east of where Ramirez was found, another woman was discovered along Highway 255 near I-35 by a truck driver. At the time, she was still alive, but later died at the hospital. She too had been shot and was later identified as 42-year-old Claudine Ann Luera. Police now had 2 similar murders to investigate, but with no solid leads as to who was behind the crimes. The very next day, they would get the break they were looking for when at 9:14 p.m., a woman ran to a gas station screaming for help.
She was trying to get out. She later found that this person here had a weapon and she was not feeling just right to be with him. She tried to get away once and then tried to get away twice. And what I understand, on the second attempt, she was able to jump out through the door, run towards the lights, where a DPS trooper was gassing up at the time.
Erica Pena had escaped from her attacker. She told police a man was trying to kill her and that he was also the one who had killed Melissa and Claudine. She told police the man was a Border Patrol agent named Juan. She also knew where he lived because he had taken her to his house. Police went to the...
Yo. Okay. Like, how stupid can you be? You a Border Patrol, what I call it, officer? You out here murdering people, or unaliving people, should I say. And you take the person to your house, your place of residence, when you're going to go back to after you're done doing all this stupid shit. You're going to take them there, back to where you reside. First off, let me just say I'm glad that he did, right? That was beneficial. But like, how crazy can you be to be doing this stuff, right? Ridiculous stuff, and then think that you're gonna, maybe you didn't think he was gonna get away with it. I don't know. But I just don't understand. I don't understand some of these people and these actions. Like, maybe they just don't think. Maybe he had a Popeyes chicken sandwich before he did it. I don't know. He was cracked out or something. I don't know. This is just crazy.
home of Juan David Ortiz, but he was nowhere to be found. At about 1 a.m., just 4 hours after Erica Pena had escaped, 2 Texas Department of Public Safety officers spotted a truck at a Valero gas station on San Bernardo Avenue and Jefferson. The truck matched the description of the one Juan David Ortiz owned. When they pulled up, the truck was empty. Ortiz was inside the gas station and was able to escape through a side door. He ran down San Bernardo Avenue and into the parking garage of Hotel Ava, just a block away. There, he hid between cars and a standoff began with police. According to reports, he tried to commit suicide by cop by pointing his cell phone in their direction. He also posted between and Jefferson. The truck matched the description of the one apartment of police, but he was nowhere named Juan. She also knew where he lived because he had taken her to his house. Police went to the home of Juan David Ortiz, but he was nowhere to be found. At about 1 a.m., just 4 hours after Erica Pena had escaped, 2 Texas Department of Public Safety officers spotted a truck at a Valero gas station on San Bernardo Avenue and Jefferson. The truck matched the description of the one Juan David Ortiz owned. When they pulled up, the truck was empty. Ortiz was inside the gas station and was able to escape through a side door. He ran down San Bernardo Avenue and into the parking garage of Hotel Ava, just a block away. There, he hid between cars and a standoff began with police. According to reports, he tried to commit suicide by cop by pointing his cell phone in their direction. He also posted 2 posts on social media, one saying, quote, "To my wife and kids, I love you," and the other, quote, "Doc Ortiz checks out. Farewell." Doc was his nickname in the Navy.
I just don't be getting, like, what be going on in these people's minds. You got a wife and more so kids, not singular, plural. You have children and you out here taking other people's lives. Like, what level of, I gotta stop saying insane because these people aren't insane, they're stupid. Like, how stupid of a decision is it to take someone's, like, you know you going down, and then on top of that, I don't know. I got too many thoughts going through my mind, y'all. Like, what is going on in your life that you make the decision that I got a wife, I got a kids, I got a home, I got a decent job. Fuck it, I'm just gonna kill people. Like, what has to be going through your mind to risk all of that, and then you try to commit suicide and leave a suicide note? Let me go through some of the comments, cause let's see. I think he took her because he thought she was brain damaged and dumb. I don't mean that to be rude. I just think he thought she was an easy target. Must have. Had to be. It had to be what he thought. I'm surprised that the force didn't try to cover us up. Wow, yeah. I'm blaming on some random criminal like other cases, but kind of glad at the same time. I'm saying, yeah. Her senses saved her life. Right, Nefertiti. He admitted to the murders. His defense right now is basically making the states prove it was him. Oh, Summer, you changed your profile picture. Oh man, I saw it, but like it didn't come to mind that like it wasn't the same anymore. I guess it's been a minute. How long? When the last time we was on? Like 4 days ago, 5 days ago. Okay, let's see what else we have. One sounds like one is a semi-organized, maybe disorganized serial. There may be some level of planning to the crime, but still impulsive and not a high level of caution. I don't know, man. I don't know. If you're gonna commit a crime, at least be smart. Like, it's horrendous to commit like this, but then it's just stupid to do that. Oh yeah, let me take her to my own house. That always works. Yeah, no, like, I forgot about that. How the hell did you get her to your house? Like, where was your wife and kids? Like, were they on vacation? Did you send them out somewhere? And just, what is the thought process behind these fools? You take her to your house and you have a wife and kids. I think this sums it up right here. Kathy says it's a whole new level of stupid. Hey, y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back. It's a little hot up in here. I'm turning this air on. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we had. It's also embarrassing to be known as the dumbest serial killer alive. Concurred. If I remember correctly, he really hated these women and the government that allowed them in. Okay. So this was like intentional for these specific people. This wasn't like just random acts of crime. This was by any means necessary. These specific people, I'm going after them. Now that would make more sense, right? Like that like aligns a little bit better than what, what I was thinking, which was just this fool is stupid. Let's see. Meg says, I take back the possible semi-organized. He's not. Impulsive and disorganized to the core. Yeah, he was trying to clean up the streets, is what he has said. Okay, so maybe I was like not paying attention to certain parts. Like, did they give some backstory on these specific women? Like what they did? Like, were they involved in a crime or something? Or did they have something that was unsaid, or I don't know. Oh, nice profile, by the way, Summer. Um, okay, but why bring them to the house? I don't get that. Concurred. Agreed. The cross-examine. The cross-examine exploited her obvious brain issues, in my opinion. Okay. Yes, he's not the first serial killer to try to clean up the streets that also exploited them. It's more like he hated the fact that he was going to them, in my opinion. Huh. Okay, let's get back. I want to get a little bit more information on this. This is interesting.
At about 1:35 a.m., Ortiz surrendered and was taken to the Webb County Sheriff's Office.
Perpetrator made a mistake, and law enforcement capitalized on it.
At the sheriff's office, a videotaped confession was made. It lasted 9 hours.
He decided to voluntarily confess to these murders.
During his interview, police learned there were 2 other victims Ortiz allegedly killed after Peña got away. The other 2 victims, a transgender woman, Humberto Janelle Ortiz, found around mile marker 15 off I-35, and Giselda Cantu near mile marker 21, also off I-35, both also shot to death.
The question that's out there is, why did he do this?
Ortiz was charged with capital murder and aggravated assault. Bond was set at $2.5 million. Laredo is a city of more than 260,000 residents. In this border town, it's common to have Customs and Border Patrol agents living here. Marisa Limon, a veteran journalist from the Telemundo station, spoke to us about life in Laredo.
Que aquí, como quiera, siempre hemos estado rodeados de agentes fronterizos, es una frontera, los vemos en los restaurantes, los vemos por todos lados, es común para nosotros en la frontera convivir con ellos.
It was why it was...
Hey, is it hard for you all to hear me? I just saw a comment by D-Man. He said it's hard to hear you a bit. I just started watching. Can y'all hear me okay, or is it challenging? Like, is it me, or let me know.
A shock to many when they found out a 10-year veteran of the Border Patrol, an intel supervisor, was the one accused of being a serial killer.
Saber que era un agente el que estaba acusado de estos crímenes, yo creo fue lo que más impactó en nuestra comunidad.
Ortiz is a Navy veteran, having served for 8 years. After leaving the Navy, Ortiz thought about being a cop and was even accepted to the San Antonio Police Academy. But he turned it down after getting a job working for U.S. Customs and Border Protection. While working for the Border Patrol, he was able to obtain a master's degree from St. Mary's University. As for his personal life, Ortiz had a wife.
He said the video was much louder. Okay, let me see. Let me turn on my audio. Maybe this is better. Can y'all hear me better now? Summer and D-Man, let me know if y'all can hear me better now.
And 2 kids, and lived in a quiet subdivision in Laredo. So why are police saying he murdered 4 women? Ortiz apparently in his taped confession says he wanted to clean the streets of Laredo and thought he was doing a service by killing them. All the victims were...
Maybe I keep missing it. Because I did see some of you all bring up, like, he wanted to clean the streets. And then they just mentioned it. Like, was there something specific about these 4 people that they were doing, like, wrong? Like, were they out committing crimes? Were they killing people? Like, was there, like, something illegal going on? Like, what was it about these 4 people that made him think that this was cleaning up the streets or whatever by murdering them? Everybody said you can hear me. Okay, cool. What was it about these people? Okay, you said they're about to say it. Okay, maybe that's. Maybe let me just stop talking then. I want to stop talking and let's see what they got to say.
Known to frequent the San Bernardo Avenue area. The road runs through Laredo parallel to I-35. Each victim had their problems and vices, but those who loved them knew them for so much more. One mother still dealing with the heartbreak and loss of her daughter, Melissa Ramirez.
Es bien duro.
A mother still in mourning, Cristina Benavides often visits the cemetery in Laredo where her daughter Melissa's ashes sit in the columbarium. She remembers her daughter vividly, especially the last time she saw and spoke to her, 3 days before her murder.
Estaba en mi casa y ella llegó, estaba muy alegre y todo, y estuvo ahí conmigo. Nomás me dijo que se iba a ir otra vez. Y fue cuando le dije, Dios te bendiga, le dije, ten mucho cuidado.
Days later, her world shattered when police came to her home to tell her that Melissa had been killed.
Sentí que se me fue todo, sentí que se me bajó la sangre, no sé, helado. Y pues grité, porque le dije, ¿cómo? ¿Por qué?
Court documents later revealed that Melissa knew Juan David Ortiz, but Cristina says her daughter never spoke to her about him, and she was shocked that a man who was a Border Patrol agent would be charged for this crime. Cristina would eventually face Ortiz when he was first brought into a Webb County courtroom. In fact, Cristina was so overwhelmed, she yelled at him, calling him an assassin.
¡Maldito asesino! Se volteó para caminar y yo me paré y le grité que era un asesino. Él volteó y se sonrió.
Do y'all see that? He turned and smiled. Now I didn't see the exact face that he made to her. I rewinded it for right fast and relook at it. But to turn and smile, like how much more disrespectful can you get? Well, we did is look at the whole Dale Brooks trial, so I guess it can't get more disrespectful. But like, hold on. Okay, so. Said they were hookers and prostitutes. So you decide to kill them? Like, we just get to decide who lives and who dies because of them being prostitutes. Like, you know what? You're not good for society. You're out of here. Like, he's the Terminator that get to make that decision. Wait, what is going on over here? Sorry, hookers is not politically correct. It's common for serial killers to claim to murder their victims as punishment for their bad behavior or to clean up the streets. It's just justification. They don't look as bad. No one buys it. It's just justification so they don't look as bad. Yeah, but you don't get to decide. I agree, Meg. You don't get to decide who's living and who dies because you think that they shouldn't be alive. Like, I don't get that. Well, I need to head out. Kathy, have an early appointment. Thank you, Kathy. Have a great night. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're healing better from the surgery and such. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you for dropping the links, for being a part of the tribe as usual. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. Good night. Let me see what else is going on. He didn't view these women as valuable because of that. It's really sad. Yeah, I mean, like, I just don't get that. I don't get the mindset. Even if you don't think that that's the right thing, like, get them locked up, right? Like, they just trying to make a living to the best of their ability as far as what they know, their knowledge base, right? that's what they think is the right thing to do. They're just trying to make money, just like everybody else. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's just what they're doing, right? But you decide to kill them because of that. You think that that's really cleaning up the streets to kill them? Like, there's a lot worse situations going on in the streets. A lot worse people that are out there in the streets than some people that are, what's the best way to say it? Exchanging their goods for goods that they need, bartering, that's just crazy to me. Crazy to me. I don't get it, man. That's wild. Let's hop back over here.
Assassin.
¡Maldito asesino! Se volteó para caminar y yo me paré y le grité que era un asesino. Él volteó y se sonrió. Y eso fue lo que más me hizo llorar.
4 years later, and Cristina is still dealing with the loss of Melissa.
Ya la vida a mí me cambió. Yo ya no soy de como era antes, que era bien alegre, me sonreía. Ya no es igual. Se me fue la mitad de mi corazón.
Cristina. Years later, and Cristina is still dealing with the loss of Melissa.
Ya la vida a mí me cambió. Yo ya no soy de como era antes, que era bien alegre, me sonreía. Ya no es igual. Se me fue la...
It's always sad to see parents. My bad. I got 20 water bottles in the garbage. It's always sad to see parents have to bury their children, Like, that's like the worst thing possible for a parent, I can imagine. That shouldn't be a thing, Like, you bring someone into the world, you bring a child in here, you raise them for 20, I forgot how old they said she was, but let's just say 25 years, and then you got to bury them. Like, I don't have children, right? But I can only imagine, I probably can't imagine, like, how sad that has to be to have someone that you bring into the world raised for a decade, not a decade, 2 decades, 2.5 decades, and then just have to bury them. That's a messed up situation to be in. Corn Pop says no one chooses that life for themselves. Agreed. It's not life goals. Yeah. I mean, different people are brought up different ways, go through different circumstances that they have to try to do the best that they can with what they got, And it's just to me, like me being from Chicago, the west side of Chicago, seeing people in situations and such, like, people aren't choosing the situations that they're in, right? Like, we're brought into the world and we're the environment that we're in, like, the kid didn't choose that, right? They didn't choose to grow up in the neighborhood that they grew up in. Like, the young lady that was the prostitute or whatever, she didn't choose to grow up in the area that she was in, to be raised the way that she was necessarily, right? Now, do you have the choice on how your life ends up turning out to some extent? For sure. Getting yourself in better environments, surround yourself around better people, growing, learning, reading, nurturing your brain, and just trying to expand your mind, getting outside of situations. But some people just dealt bad hands, you know what I mean? Like, I never know how to say this word right. Sadistic, psychopaths. I guess that's what it said. I never know how to say it. Right now, I always say that word for me. I don't know how to say that word. Sadistic, I guess. Psychopaths, Naj, they don't operate by the same standards or morals as the rest of us. They don't value they don't value anyone other than themselves. Everyone else are less than insects to them. Wow. Yeah, it's true though. I guess it has to be true. You just are killing people. If you weren't watching the trial, I will let you know any must-see moments if you want. Yes, please do. Definitely do. I didn't know that was going on. Nefertiti. Oh, we gotta play the horn for Nefertiti. Thank you 10 times over, Nefertiti, for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Nah, I don't know if you like anime. Why everybody call me Nah? Maybe it's because the J is right next to the H, but everybody call me Nah. Naj, I don't know if you like anime, but this guy reminds me of you. But this guy reminds me of anime Death Notes. The main character killed criminals and really anyone he deems bad. You know, I never really got into anime, although I always wanted to. I just never did. But at the same time, I never really got into a lot of stuff. You know, the only thing I really did like growing up was like NBA basketball. That's the only thing I was really into. I did like Dragon Ball Z, but I never could like sit down and watch it. But I did like watching some highlights. But yeah, no, I never like really got into it. Maybe I put some time to the side because people talk about anime so much, and it seems like it's such a interesting thing. But no, I haven't really gotten into it. But you said it reminds you of the anime Death Note. The main character killed criminals and really anyone he deems as bad. Wow. The other one makes you think about the saying, I will kill for a chicken sandwich. The other one makes you think about the saying, I would kill for a chicken sandwich right now. Oh, man. Meant to say Naj, but autographs keep screwing with me. No, it's all good. I get it. It's all good. I'm just messing with you. I'm so sick and tired of people telling others what they can and cannot do with their own bodies. It's none of your goddamn business. Honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, Autumn, I agree. Do whatever the hell you want to do. All right? As long as you ain't killing other people, you know, stealing from other people, putting people in a situation where, you know, you harming them or messing up things for other people, you know what I mean? Make your money, right? Like, that's what people be talking about, people that got, like, OnlyFans and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, I mean, we're in 2022. People gonna do what they want to do, right? Like... OnlyFans just found a way to capitalize off of it, make it easier for people to distribute, right? So, you know, who are we to say what you can and can't do? It's legal in other countries, right? That's just my opinion. I ain't saying it's right, I ain't saying it's wrong. I'm just saying, you know, hey, that's that person's body. They choose to do what they want to do. What does that matter? It don't play no effect in me and my life. It don't play no effect in the majority of our lives. That's theirs, you know? Thanks, Cornpaw. That would be helpful, especially since defense has a lot of objections. Interesting. The defense is grasping at straws. Rooster's Lounge. What's up, Rooster's Lounge? That's the guy that they took the idea from to put on anime. That's funny. Kinda. I don't know if I should laugh at that, but it's a little funny though. Let me see. Say autocorrect did it. Let me see. Some people don't get the memo soon enough. The woman who got away was a drug addict by 23 years old, too young to make life decisions. Do y'all know how young 23 is? Like, that's what we call a full-grown adult, right? But at 23 years old, in retrospect, and I'm still young or whatever, right? I'm 32. But looking back 9 years ago at 23, I was still a child, yo. I was still a child. like look from now. And in the moment, I was an adult, right? I was functioning like an adult. I had, you know, full-time job, whatever. Actually, that was the last time I had like an actual job working for someone before I started, you know, started my own business. But in the moment, I was a full grown adult, right? But like looking back now and like everything I've been through, in that moment, like you don't know nothing. You think you do. In the moment, you know everything. But looking back on in retrospect, you ain't know nothing. And I'm gonna say the same thing 9 years, 10 years from now. I'm gonna say the same exact thing. I'm gonna be like, in 9 years, how old would I be? 41. I'm gonna look back when I'm my current age right now at 32. I'm like, I thought I knew something at 32, but you don't know nothing. I'm gonna say I was a child at 32. You know, and it's like the older you get, the more you realize what you do and what you don't know. But at 23 years old, like you're not aware of what's really going on. You're not aware of like what life is really about or what you're really doing. You just in a moment of what's going on and you know making decisions day to day on based off of the information that you have and you know the things you got to take care of right away that day. You know what I mean? We're not thinking years ahead of time. We're thinking about that specific day and the things we got to do and how we're going to get it done. You know. Someone says yes. It's autocorrect. The phone's the one that acknowledges your name. Naj. Yeah, I know. I'll just be messing with y'all. It's all good. It's all love. My boyfriend loves Naruto. He does have a IQ of 191. Wow. So maybe it's all right. Let's see. What? I'm just gonna read through some of the comments to put some up. Defense is pretty good job right now. Okay, y'all. So let's hop back into this. Okay. Let's hop back into this.
Mitad de mi corazón.
Christina now cares for Melissa's two kids who are 11 and 7. And while she says it will be hard for her to be in court every day in San Antonio for the trial, she says she will be there for Melissa to make sure justice is served. But it's not the death penalty she wants. Instead, life in prison.
Que se quede ahí. No quiero que le den la pena de muerte. A ver si algún día se arrepiente de lo que él hizo.
This high-profile.
Hey, it's interesting that she said she wants a death penalty. No, I think her perspective was a little bit more righteous on why she wants him. Oh wait, I'm sorry. She said she wants him not to get the death penalty. She wants him to get life in prison. I think her perspective was a little bit different. Like she has a more broader out. And if y'all just coming in, please tap on that like button. All right, please hit the like for us. Greatly appreciate it. Her perspective was a little bit different as far as like, I think why she wants him to get life in prison. I think she wants him to get life in prison because, you know, she's just a good person, and she, like she mentioned, she wants him to repent and such. My perspective is, I feel like when people get death penalty, like that's letting them off too easy, right? I feel like, honestly, it maybe it sounds bad, but I think some people need to suffer for the crimes that they've caused other people, and death is just letting them out too easy. Some people need to just like suffer, and you know sometimes life may not be that bad for some people, but I think that there are certain levels of crimes that you commit where you should be held in certain situations, you know, honestly, because just taking people out for no reason or for your own personal interests, you say is for, you know, I guess the greater good or whatever however you wanted to word it. But some people don't deserve to be let out that easy. Let me see right fast, and we'll get back into the video. Meg says, I'm 23. Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I'm 23. Yeah, I agree. I like to think that I can be intelligent and insightful, but I know I still have a lot to learn and figure out. and I should listen to those wiser than me. Yeah, I mean, and wiser. I mean, that's just like, you know, that's just, I guess you could say this is based off of experience, but that's certain things, and you probably are super, intelligent and insightful, and I agree. I think I was pretty intelligent at 23 as well, but I think that there's some things that you just have to learn through like life experiences that even if someone else was to tell you, it still wouldn't do it justice. It's just certain things you got to go through in life that you can't skip steps to understand. You know what I mean? Even if someone give you the roadmap, some things you just got to feel. To really understand and grasp certain things. Even if someone, 20 years your senior, tell you about it, give you a heads up, you may be aware of it, but some things you just have to like feel in order to really understand and comprehend it. That's up to the judge. And mind you, Texas is an execution state. They got him up for capital murder. That's the automatic needle. Yeah. All right, let's hop back into it. I'm gonna stop pausing it so much. My bad, y'all. Let's see. Let's get back to it.
The case was expected to begin in Webb County with presiding judge Oscar Hale Jr. Ortiz's defense lawyers filed a motion for a change of venue.
Summer.
In August, that motion was granted by Judge Hale, and the trial was moved right here to Bexar County.
We'll be ready to go.
Webb County District Attorney Isidro Alanis, the lead prosecutor on the case, has been preparing to go to trial in Laredo since 2018, but now he and his staff have to prepare to try this case in San Antonio.
Most important thing here is that the evidence doesn't change. The facts are the same. The law is the same. It's just a different jury. So we're excited and looking forward to the opportunity to present this case to the people there in San Antonio.
Bexar County Criminal District Court Judge Ron Rangel says the trial being moved to San Antonio is a case the county will accommodate the best they can.
I think it's important that we do our part, as a good neighbor to other counties, to ensure that we provide them the resources that they need to do that trial as effectively and efficiently as they can.
Jury selection is expected to begin October 21st. Juan David Ortiz is charged with capital murder. Ortiz's defense team is familiar to San Antonio. Joel Perez and Raymond Fuchs represented Otis McCain last year in his death penalty case here in Bexar County. At first, Alanis was seeking the death penalty in the case, but recently decided to take it off the table. He said it was something all families of the victims agreed to and wanted. If Ortiz is found guilty, there would be no punishment phase. Ortiz would automatically be sentenced to life in prison without parole. Once the jury is seated and the trial begins, we will be live streaming it gavel to gavel. You can watch it live on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, as well as our KSAT YouTube channel. And when that trial begins here on November 28th, we can expect more details to be revealed and lingering questions to be answered. As for the families, hopefully some closure.
Interesting. That is an interesting situation, you all. So I would like to stay updated with this case. I think this is going to be interesting. I never heard about this. I don't know when it actually happened. But this video was from November 25th, I guess the day after Thanksgiving, which is interesting. But yeah, thanks for suggesting this, Corn Pop. I think we'll take a look at the, let me see, who was it? Nefertiti. Where did she go? I think Nefertiti suggested, what was the video that Nefertiti suggested? I think it was the face eater or something like that. I forgot what she said. It was something wild. I think she said it was like the face eater or something like that. But we'll take a look at that. So if y'all can drop that in the comments after, we're gonna wrap up here with this video. I think it's a good place to end. But after we wrap up, if y'all can drop the link to that specific video. Let me see. Nefertiti says the face eater murderer. Okay, here's what we'll do. we'll go. I'm gonna hop back on tomorrow night. Okay, we're gonna hop back on tomorrow night, and we'll take a look at that case, the face eater murderer. I'll pull up some links to that, and we can take a look at that, because that seems to be pretty interesting as well. So, yeah, I haven't heard of that. That's that's wild. All these situations are wild, and these people be so stupid. Just so stupid. It's not even smart crimes to commit. I don't think any crimes are smart to commit. I think they're all stupid. But like some of them just be so dumb. Like just so stupid. Like this one specifically. Like you think you're doing God's work basically by getting like cleaning up the streets. Like clean up the streets for real. Like someone that actually deserve it. You know what I mean? Like just crazy. But anyways, we'll take a look at the face eater murderer tomorrow night. All right, I'm gonna hop back on. Like I said, Reina, she's in Chicago until I think December the 4th. I think she gets back this upcoming Sunday. All right, so if y'all want to hop back on, if y'all want to take a look at the face eater murderer trial tomorrow night, we'll hop back on here probably about maybe 8:30 or 9. We'll probably hop back on tomorrow night and take a look at the face eater murderer trial. The ones that you all mentioned, like the longer cases, the more, I guess, like interesting cases, we'll look at those when Reina get back in town. So probably like next Monday night, should I say? But I'm gonna look at some of these shorter ones, and we'll hop back on and just have some good discussions for like the next couple of nights. All right, until Reina get back. Hopefully, maybe one of these days, maybe Wednesday, maybe me and Reina can do like a maybe I can have her on from Chicago. All right. And we can do like a line. We can do like a what do you call it? Like a not like a Zoom chat, but like a she can hop on on the call while we doing that. L Car, what's up, L Car? Why you hopping on so late, bruh? You should. We need you here, man. What's going on? Okay, L Car just brought up a good point. L Car says, bruh, tip your barber. Your line is crispy. All right, here's a fun fact, y'all. Here's a fun fact. I have been cutting my own hair since I was 15 years old, okay? I have not been to the barber shop since I was 15 years old. So the line that you see right now in her car, I had done it. I am, I'm 32 now. I'll be 33, how many months now? December, January, February. My birthday is February the 8th. So I'll be 33. So I've been cutting my own hair for 17 years, almost 18 years. So yeah, that actually sounds very weird to say. That sounds extremely weird to say. I've been cutting my own hair for 17 years. Has it really 15 years old to 32? Yeah, 17 years. And lining my own hair up since I was 14. When I was 14, I had braids, and I got my hair cut. I went to the barber shop to get my braids cut off at 15, and then I started cutting my own hair at 15. So, yeah. It's been 17 years. That's the first time I actually, like, thought about how long it's been I've been cutting my hair. That's crazy. I don't even sound right. But, yeah. Let's see. Susan said, hi, back. Summer said the face eater would be a great kind of short one since no trial. Yeah. Yeah, so if y'all want to get some together, like the face eater trial, and then if y'all have some other ones, I don't mind going live like a couple times this week, right? Like a couple times this week. Probably, so we'll do tomorrow night, and we can do Thursday night, and probably we can get Reina to hop on as well. And like I said, Reina gets back December the 4th, I believe, so Sunday. So yeah, let's see. Corn Pop says, nice, I cut my boyfriend's hair. Oh, wow. Wow, he's a millionaire and refuses to pay for a haircut. Now that's funny. My patient's hair for 10 years. That's what's up. That's dope. That's what's up, Corn Pop. Wow. He says he's a millionaire and refuses to pay for a haircut. That's interesting. Elcar says, shaking my damn head. I wish I could. It look. Wait. I wish I could. It's like dancing with two left feet. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. I've been cutting my own hair, and I just found it interesting. I just thought it would be cool, to be able to say you cut your own hair. And I was like 15. I was like a sophomore. Actually, like I said, I started lining my hair up when I was 14, and I had braids at 14, and then I got my hair cut at the barbershop at 15, and then after that first one, I started cutting my own hair. So yeah, it's been 17 years now. Nefertiti says, I cut my dad's hair once when I was 12. And he had a full leg cast. I gave him a widow's peak. That's not his hairline. That is funny. Oh man. At 12, that's a great dad to let you cut his hair and you only 12 years old. I'm not gonna lie. If I had a 12-year-old child, you ain't coming near my head. I already got the edges thing going on. I need to maintain and keep all mine while I can still. So you have a great dad for letting you touch his head. Let me see. Let's see what we get. Alan says, that is hilarious, Corn Pop. One of my best friends is super rich, and he's one of the cheapest people on the planet. That makes sense. That probably has something to do with him being super rich. Probably how he got that way. He ain't spending the bread. He ain't going out just throwing the money everywhere. Let me see. Corn Pop says, Face Eater is annoying because he is rich. He is a rich kid who has insane lawyers who stalled it for 6 years. What? He stalled it for 6 years. Got insane plea because one expert was sick and couldn't testify. Damn, that's fucked up. So when did this happen? In 2016? Man. That's messed up, yo. All I'm really saying, but only when it comes to himself. He's a generous person, though. And people love. That's good. Meg says, forgive me for sounding like a broken record, but I think Jessica Cruz should be saved for when Reina gets back. It's like the female Daryl. Let me write my notes. No, listen, all of you all, don't worry about sounding like a broken record, all right? I need things to be repeated to me about like 3 times, 5 times before I like it really process, because like sometimes the comments be coming in so fast, and I'll be trying to make sure that everybody is heard and at least the majority of the chats get up here so we can see what the conversation is about, that I'll just like overlook it sometimes, right? Especially if Reina isn't here. So if it's something that you really want to be said, definitely drop it in there a few times. So no need to forgive you for anything, Meg. You see it's getting written down now, so appreciate it more than anything. Let me see. Okay, so Jessica, was it Grooves or Groves? Groves. Jessica Groves. The female Ladera. I thought, what was that girl name? They said, what was it? Sherry Pepper something. I don't know. The one that like faked her own kidnap. We took a look at that case already. But she faked her own kidnapping and like with her ex-boyfriend or something like that. And like when they was in when they was in the interrogation room, this fool was up in there literally everything that they had for evidence that they threw at her, letting her know that it was her ex-boyfriend. They know that she was lying. She had something for it. It was crazy. It was literally crazy. Okay, but I'm writing that down. Jessica Grooves, the female Lil Daryl. Okay. I got that written down. Yeah, so if y'all have some cases, and again, we love recommendations, okay? The more recommendations that you all have, the more that you can drop in the comments and such, drop them down, and don't feel like you're saying it too many times. Say it as many as need be so we can see it. Let me see. Nefertiti said he had no choice. He was stuck on the couch in the cast. Oh, okay. So he had to let you cut his hair. Right, you say he had the leg cast. That's funny. He had to shave his head bald. Yeah. Meg said. Nah, I know, Meg. It's all good. 40. Wait, what? $40 a week? And hours free. I'm jelly. Is that what you talking about? Is that for how much you pay to get your haircut? All right. So how much? If there's guys in the chat, how much do y'all pay to get y'all haircut? I haven't been to a barbershop literally since I was 15. Actually, you know what? I think I went to the barbershop one time after getting my first haircut at 15. I think I went one time when I was 16, and that was because I came to visit my dad here in Dallas, actually, when I was 16 years old, and he took me to the barbershop. But that was the last time that I've been to a barbershop. And like I said, I've been cutting my hair for 17 years. I've been one time, I've been twice. I went one time to get my braids cut off at 15, and I went one time the next year at 16. But other than that, I've been cutting my hair since I was 15 years old. I don't know pricing and things like that. Now, I follow people online, like on Instagram and stuff, to like learn better ways of cutting your hair and to like learn techniques and things like that, and the latest clippers and stuff that make it easier. But are you saying, Elcar, are you saying you pay $40 per week to get your hair cut? Or is it something else that I'm reading? I'm misreading, because the way that I'm taking it is you saying you pay $40 a week to get your hair cut, and that ain't that ain't sounded too appetizing. $40. Let's just say that was $40 a week. 40, 80. That's $160 per month for a haircut. Meg says, I gave myself a haircut at 3. Baby Maggie found the scissors, and I gave myself a mullet. Oh man. Oh man. You know, some of my little cousins, when I lived back in Chicago, I used to cut some of my little cousins' hair and my little brother. And I remember one of my little cousins, he got a hold of his dad's, because I used to come over like every 2 weeks to cut his hair. I guess he got a hold of his dad's clippers, and he went to work on his head. He went to work. I think he was like maybe 8, 7 or something like that. He cutting all over, and so my auntie called me. She's like, I need you to get over here and cut this boy head. He don't went crazy. So I guess that you did the same thing at 3. Oh God. Nefertiti, she wants to know, is your friend Autumn? She want to know if your friend is single and ready to mingle. I don't even know what's going on up in here. I'm gonna just keep it moving. Y'all do y'all thing. Oh man. Oh, did I miss Autumn? What'd she say? I don't know. Corn Pop says, Shanquilla Robinson is getting spicy. You guys introduced me to that case. Yeah, I have seen a few updates since. We're going to put up a couple of clips. I'm going to probably put up a couple of clips from that live that we did, because it was some important pieces in there, like when the dad spoke, that was really powerful, and I think that needs to be highlighted. So we're gonna put up a clip from that when the dad was talking. It was so much emotion in that, you know. Side note, for everybody that's just hopping in, please tap on that like button. All right. If you're new, please hit the subscribe. That'll allow you to be able to see our future lives and our future videos. It's usually 2 of us if you're all on new. My fiance Reina is back in Chicago visiting family. Her mom. It's her mom's birthday today. For another 38 minutes. Is that right? Yeah, 38 minutes. Yeah, so we just chilling right now. I was gonna end it, but like after this, I'm gonna just go to sleep. So I'm just kicking it with y'all. I'm just going through the comments. We pretty much done with the live, with the video review. So I'm just talking to y'all, kicking it with y'all. Yeah, y'all my homies. So we just seeing what's going on. Let me see. Autumn Rain says no married with kids. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, Nefertiti. Sorry, sis, man. Hey, somebody, Autumn. I'm sorry. I thought I spoke blank. Let me see. Yeah, so we're gonna take a look at the rest of the information from the Shanquilla case, because I did see a few people that was like going live and a few things that was going on, but I don't know too much of the details. Like I said, when we're doing these situations, when we're doing all these cases and such, I choose not to look at them ahead of time because I want to give like real thoughts and interactions and reactions live with you all. Like Corn Pop says right here, she got introduced to the case through us, but me and Corn Pop first saw the case together, right? Like when she saw it, that was also my first time seeing it. So like I like to give you all the experience of experiencing a case with us for the first time together, so we can all give our thoughts and interactions and reactions to what's going on live in a moment versus like me watching a video and then doing it. So I think that's a good way to do it. I feel like it's being like transparent and making it more interesting, but at the same time there are situations where we'll like come across a bad video, or not bad video, but like a video that's not that interesting or that doesn't do a great job. So yeah. Corn Pop says, I'm sorry, I was looking at Corn Pop name. My fault, Bendy. Bendy says, Naj, my stalker has cloned my accounts. Oh wow. If you see a Bendy comment here, something nasty, please block her. We definitely will. I would never say anything nasty to you right now. No, it's all good. It's all good, Bendy. We kind of pick up on certain things like that as well. But yeah, no, we'll definitely do so if we see something crazy. And then as well, I was just about to say, our moderator, Summer, Kathy, they all got your back. And she was ahead of it. Summer says gotcha. And our moderators are on it too. They block with the quickness. They like the Kembe Mutombo and Shaq. They're out here putting up 5 blocks a game. That's a basketball reference. People don't know. Let's see here. What else is going on? She's going to SNIS to get a plea down. I'm not sure what that's about. What case y'all talking about? Autumn says, I love this chats and the people in it. It's so refreshing how respectful we are to each other. Agreed. Concurred. One thing that we don't like, and we quick to throw up the block real quick, is when people get crazy. When people start going at each other or going too hard. It's one thing to disagree. We welcome disagreement. We welcome you sharing your opinion. We welcome you sharing your thoughts and what's on your mind, but you know, you ain't gotta get disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, this is a place of us building a tribe, and everybody's open to share whatever's on your mind. Just keep it respectful, you know, and ain't no need to call people out their names or talk, you know, ridiculously crazy. If you got a difference of opinion, please express it. You know, because y'all not always going to agree with my opinion. Y'all not always going to agree with Raina's opinion. But I don't think that's what it's really about. It's not about agreeing. I think disagreeing is what makes us individuals and what makes us learn and what makes us be able to expand and grow and see things from different people's perspective. And what makes life interesting is when we have disagreements, but just keep it, you know, respectful. You know, you can say, I don't like that, I don't disagree. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta be, you know, a stalemate and not express yourself. But you know, you ain't gotta we ain't gotta call each other bitches and hoes. You know what I mean? Like, we can keep it respectful, but it's not about agreeing all the time. But I think the more that we can, you know, just like have a cordial conversation, even if we are disagreeing or don't see things from each other's perspective, you know, I think we can have a good time here. That's what it's really about. Not necessarily like agreeing all the time, just, you know, being respectful of each other, you know. And one thing that I do like is how diverse all of us are, you know. I think we probably have one of the most diverse tribes and environments here. Like, our chat, we have everybody, every ethnicity, culture, gender, age, you know what I mean? Like, pretty much everything that a person can, not a person, a group of individuals can be in one specific chat. We have everybody of all walks of life, you know what I mean? But I think that the coolest thing is that we all have good conversation every time we come up in here, you know what I mean? We all like and talk and engage, and I just think that's what's really dope, you know? For sure. For sure. Whoa, El Cars, $40 a week. Oh man, yes sir, $40 a week. Honestly, my best friend started cutting my hair in '93. He passed away in 20. Oh man, sorry to hear that, El Car. My condolences. So yes, the barbershop was a culture shock to me. Wow. Elcar, what? I can't even tell your age, cause you don't look old like at all in your thumbnail. But you said he started cutting your hair in '93, and he was your best friend. So I'm guessing y'all were at least maybe 16, 17 in '93. In '93, I was 3. So I can't tell what your age is. Like, I want to say you at least my age. I would say you at least 32. But I'm going to say maybe 38, 40. And you ain't got to say your age if you don't want to. I'll say my age because I don't care. I mean, I love aging. I think aging is one of the most beautifulest things that we can do, and it shows our it shows authenticity, and it shows, like, you know, transparency, and you know, just I don't know all the details. I just know that I enjoy this aging process now, you know what I mean? And plus, I'm a fitness trainer. Like, that's, and for y'all that don't know, my actual, like, career, aside from all the different things that we do, because I know before we talked about it, we do Turo. We have cars that we rent out on Turo for people that come to Dallas. We have a marketing agency for people that need to grow their business. But my bread and butter is helping people get fit and you know, lose fat, build muscle, get healthier, you know, and we're vegan, so we focus on plant-based dieting. And that's my bread and butter, you know what I mean? That's what I help. I'm a fitness coach first. I'm a personal trainer. That's what I do, like, for a career, my day-to-day. And these are, like, our supplements in the background right there, like our protein powders and multivitamins and, you know, vitamin C's. Those are all our supplements back there. That's my number one thing. So that's what I do. I don't even know where that came from. What was I saying about that? Why did I even bring it up? Uh, but yeah, so that's my bread and butter. But I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm gonna blame it on the wine. The wine is good. I think that was just for you all to know. Um, where is that? Oh, Elcar said you are 43. Where'd it go? 43. Yeah. Dope. It was around 14-ish. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's up. You started cutting your head around 14? Yeah. I'm ready for a child too. Corn Pop said that that's why I love you guys so much. I love the debates. Agreed. Concurred. It's always good to have good debate, you know? It's always good to have disagreements and just hear different perspectives, you know? It's fun, honestly. It's engaging. It's exciting. Makes life good, you know? One thing I don't like is when people agree on everything. That's one thing I don't like. It's cool to agree on some things, but like to agree on everything, that just shows like no originality and like no like thought for self, so to speak. Unless two people are just alike, but you know what I mean? Like when everybody just agrees on everything directly. Because some things we all are gonna agree on everything, but I think like that's how you learn, when you can see things from different people's perspective, and you don't even gotta agree with it. You don't even gotta like it, but just hearing different people's perspective on certain things is just interesting, you know. Summer says, Corn Pop, as much as I want and roots for this channel to grow, I do like our group and how easy it is to keep up with chats. I hear that. You know what's so interesting, Summer? And I'm gonna say this, and I don't want it to happen to us, but this is like my true thoughts. Okay, for example, like I love rap, right? I love hip hop. I love just music in general, R&B, Afro beats. Like those are my main genres that I listen to with music. You know, hip hop, R&B, and then Afro beats. There are certain artists that you catch on to when they're like really just getting popping, or maybe not really just getting popping, but you catch on to them when they're on the up, right? And maybe they release like one mixtape, two mixtapes, maybe three mixtapes or something like that. But a lot of people don't know about them, right? And then you interested in them, and you catching on, like you buying, you supporting all those different type of things, right? And you like one of those first people like attach to them, and then they start growing, more, then more people start finding out about them, and then you're like, damn, like I want everybody to know about them, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like exclusive almost to a certain extent. And then like they get really popular, and more people started to know about them, and then, and again, this is my perspective. This is like what happens to me, right? And then like I'll start hearing other people like know about them, and then they just start growing like crazy. I'm like, shit, everybody know about now. And then like I'll just like fall off from them a little bit or whatever, or like not listen to them as much as I did when I first started learning about them or whatever. And then like they'll release a few more albums, and then next thing you know they like global and stuff like that. And then I just like stop listening to them. You know, there's a lot of rappers or like artists like that happens to, and then I'll like a year later, 2 years later, I'll check up on them, and they famous. You know, like there's been a lot of people like that. But yeah, that's just interesting, you know. And it just kind of make me think about what you just said. Like that's kind of my perspective. But we want y'all to stay. We want y'all to stay for a long time, you know. Corn Pop says, I love that it's not about color or politics, just real conversation without the crap that doesn't matter. Agreed. And like I said, we won't always agree. We won't always have the same thoughts and processes and you know, ideas on stuff and things like that, and agree on everything. And you know, I'm okay with that, and you know, y'all should be okay with that, because we all just individual people, right? But you know, it's about, you know, respecting everybody, you know, and just having a good time on top of that, hearing different people's perspective. Benny says, I agree, Summer. Summer is so respectful here. Agreed. So, Core Prop says, Summer, yes. Summer, that yes, it sucks when channels grow, but I will be happy for them. They seem like people who remember who they were here in the beginning. Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is, like, one thing that we always do is like know who are the people that were supporting us from the beginning. I mean, Reina is excellent at that. Like, I forget names sometimes, but I would definitely remember faces. That's why I sometimes I be feeling certain ways when y'all be like switching up your profiles. Cause I'm like, damn, wait a minute, that ain't the profile I remember. But then I'll look at the name, and if you've been here for a while, I'll remember the name. But one I'm never gonna forget is like, I don't even want to say y'all names because then I'll be like, I'll have to remember everybody. But Summer, Corn Pop, Kathy, Elcar. We haven't seen Ruben in a long time. Where's Ruben? It's like Ruben stopped coming through. I think Reina mentioned this. Ruben stopped coming through once we stopped talking about Lil Daryl. I haven't seen him since Lil Daryl. But Susan, Nefertiti, all y'all, y'all the people that's been with us for a long time. Autumn, everybody that's been coming through. There's a lot more to it. I ain't gonna try to remember everybody. Meg, a lot of you all that have been, with us from the beginning. So that's something that you can't even not remember. Mikey, there's a lot of y'all. But yeah, like I said, we're just kicking it. I'm just chilling. I'm gonna go to sleep after this, so I ain't really got too much more to do, too much more to say. Let me see what's going on right now. Are you 1 year off, Nefertiti? Age, Cornball says, Asian is a gift. I wouldn't go back for anything. Yeah, I agree. I think that's where I was going when I was talking about like what I actually do. I think one thing I wanted to do was just like let you all know like what it is that I do for a living. But the other piece was about this, which is like the older I get, the more experience I get. You know what I mean? Like the more grateful you are for just like being able to age. You know what I mean? Like especially with like what we're talking about in this area. You know what I mean? Like with the true crime, although this stuff be super interesting. I was actually just talking to Raina about this a couple of days ago, where it's like I seen some people, like mention like I love true crime. It was just certain people that were saying it. It was like I love true crime. True crime is like so awesome, and I had to think about. It. I was like, I don't know if I could say the words I love true crime because of the fact that it's technically involves harming someone. So it's not like. I think it's more so like I have an interest in it, especially since it's like something that Raina was into and that she got me into. So I could never say the words like I love true crime. And who knows? I mean, I would probably slip up and say it because I do have a deep interest in it now at this point. But just the thought of thinking like I love it, it's like it is kind of weird to say, so to speak. You know what I mean? And I guess it is because it's like it's so intriguing and so engaging to hear about certain situations, but at the same time, it's like, damn, it is kind of like messed up as well. But touching on what Corn Pop said, like, like the older you get, especially when you're doing life right, the more you realize like how thankful you get for just, another day here, another month, year here, especially when you're enjoying, what you're doing. It's just like, a good feeling, so to speak. Now, Fatiti says, woot, woot, woot. I only guess because I didn't think little kids were out here lining each other up. I was lining myself up at 14, so I think that's a little kid. I wish you guys were closer. I would love to hire you guys as my fitness trainer. If you ever move to Canada, right? Yeah. We do online coaching, so we create like meal plans and workout programs. I have an app as well. I have a couple of apps actually. I have like 3 apps. two of them for fitness, and then one of them is a separate business. But our business is Built by Plants. If you haven't noticed, it's actually back there in the background over here. If you just type in Built by Plants in Google, you'll see like all of my stuff pop up. I got like 17 websites. That's not an overstatement. I really have like 17 websites. Just type in Built by Plants, you'll see them all on Google. Okay, I'm at work, so I have to go. Be listening in the background. Great stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Corn Pop. Summer Day says, I wish I had money, stay at home, grandma here, but do need to lose a bunch of weight. Wish I could afford Nas. Summer Day, so y'all can check out my Instagram. It's I'll drop it in the chat. But I give out tons of free information, like all day long, every day. And I also have a personal Instagram. Come on now. I also have a personal YouTube page. Is just type in Built by Plants on YouTube, and you'll see it pop up. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I post a whole bunch of fitness related information. So whether that's I focus on people losing fat, all right? So that's the main thing, helping people lose fat, build muscle, and just get healthier. So you can just type in Built by Plants right here at the top, Built by Plants on YouTube, and you'll be able to see all of my information. You can just subscribe to the Mogul. The channel is called Mogul Naj, MOGUL - Built by Plants, and all of my info will pop up right there. Let me see. I'm just making sure I ain't missing anything. I was saying Ruben ran away and opened a taco stand somewhere. Yeah, man. I don't know where Ruben went to. Ruben just bounced on us. Ruben was funny. I don't know where he went. Somebody find Ruben. Somebody tell him to come back. We miss him. I've seen a couple of reports where people in Wisconsin is trying to get Judge Doro to run for Wisconsin Supreme Court. Interesting. Let's see where we at. Especially your powerlifting girl. Yeah. Reina's a beast. Reina has won world championships in powerlifting. Post the links. Like I said, on YouTube, you can just type in Built by Plants. I'm just putting in the chat for y'all to get to on YouTube. So just type Built by Plants on YouTube, and that'll take you directly to the YouTube page. And then I'm also just dropped a direct link so y'all can easily navigate to it. Hold on one second. Okay, I just typed it in. So y'all can, so if you want, like I said, fitness related information. I'm vegan, but the same rules apply regardless of what your specific diet is. You know what I mean? Diet was just a way of eating. So whether you're eating, meats or pescatarian, vegetarian, whatever your diet is, all the same rules apply, especially when it comes to fat loss. You got to be in a caloric deficit, got to be consuming less calories than you're burning off. All those things, the same things apply. It's just about what the specifics are that you're eating for fat loss. Like I said, if you follow the channels, the YouTube channel, the Instagram, you'll get the information. I post a lot of free information, so honestly, you don't really got to pay for anything if you have self-determination and self-motivation. I post enough free information for you to be able to reach your goals. Let me see. I've seen a couple reports where people of Wisconsin is trying to get George Doro. Oh, okay, I read that already. My bad, my bad. I enjoy true crime look, because I be looking for the reason why. Yeah, yeah, concurred, agreed. Agreed. I'm sorry, I was reading my fault. I was reading some other comments. Um, I enjoy crime, but I'm looking for the reason why. Agreed. I think like it just sounds weird. Like whenever I say like when I see people say that I love true crime, and I'm talking about me, but when I see people use the words I love true crime, it's just because it's like the fact that I know in my mind that true crime in and of itself is, somebody's like dying essentially, like losing their life. It's just like, you know, it's hard for me to say I love it. You know what I mean? But although I do really enjoy it, maybe that's just me being too analytical about it. But I do enjoy looking at cases. Autumn Rain says, "Can Canadians buy from Built by Plants just yet?" So for y'all that don't know, the supplements that you see in the background right there, let me get my angles right. Golly, oh shit, right here. All the supplements, those are our supplements from Built by Plants. It's at bbpsubs.com. I need to check on our shipping with Canada, Autumn, because it will be available shortly. I need to just double check to make sure the shipping is set up correctly for Canada. I know it's set up for obviously the U.S. and then the Europe. What's it? The Europe. I forgot the way they worded it, but all of like the Europe countries and such. But I need to double check on Canada, so I will do that for you. I will double check on that, and then I will let you know. I will drop that in. I will know. I'll try to get that figured out by tomorrow for the Tomorrow Night Live. Did anyone check out the Death Note by the Walmart shooter? No. I'm gonna write that down too. The Walmart shooter? That's fucked up, yo. Walmart, y'all shooting at Walmart? I go to Walmart literally like 4 times a week. Damn. 4 times a week I be in Walmart and it's a Walmart shooter. Mind you, I'm in Walmart with my protection as well. So if there's a shooter that's shooting Walmart, he will be shot at. But still, like, why you shooting in Walmart? Pranoy, is that how I say your name? Pranoy Chow? I'm gonna call you PC, your initials, your acronym. Beer looking amazing as usual. I appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna start picking out. I don't really be picking out. I just like try to, grease it up and, take care of it, the basics and such. But I appreciate it. I didn't see it yet, Susan. Where would I find the notes? Yeah, that's interesting. As I'm eating directly from my tub of birthday cake ice cream. I haven't had no cake ice cream in a long time. Ice cream cake, should I say? Appreciate it. Thanks so much, Summer. Hit that like button real quick, please. Hit that. We need that. Tap that like button. Thank you. I don't say I love true crime, but I'm fascinated by it and the investigations and psychology behind the motives and killers. Yeah, and again, I don't have anything against anyone that says I love it, because I think it's just the way that it sounds. You know what I mean? And again, like, it's nothing wrong with saying that you love true crime. It's just the way that it comes off to me at times because it's like, although it's a, you know, it's an industry, it's a field. It's just that at the same time, it's like I know it's associated with people losing their lives at the same time. So it's like there's a there's like an almost like a negative connotation that's attached to it to me at times because like I know it caused people harm, so to speak. But you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with it directly. I think it's just me being too like analytical, thinking about things like a little bit too deeply and stuff, you know. Now, Fatiti says, I would like to try more vegan meals. I'm mostly pescatarian. I like fish. Okay, dope. Yeah, like I said, just type in "built by plants" on YouTube. You know, post, and then also, I'm sorry, y'all can also type in "vegan bae fits," and that is me and Raina's vegan channel, where we post like our Raina. For y'all that don't know, Raina is an amazing cook. She cooked this delicious Thanksgiving dinner for us. Oh God, I don't even want to tell y'all about it. This mac and cheese was like everything. But I just posted the YouTube channel for our specific YouTube channel together. It's Vegan Bay Fit for our, like all our vegan food and stuff like that, where we post like all our meals and you know like vlogging, like life stuff, grocery shopping tours, stuff like that. It was just interesting, but yeah. Let me see. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes, Meg. Although I have to say I'm a little obsessed. Yeah, yeah. You know, like I said, I get it. Like, don't think like you gotta change anything because of what I said about the words I love. You can say you love true crime. I mean, it makes sense. We all know what we're talking about when we say that. You know what I mean? It was just that initial thought when I was thinking about it. I was like, should I say, like, is that even right to say? You know what I mean? But we all know what we're saying when we say that. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with saying it. I don't think it's nothing wrong with saying it. Oh, the Walmart shooting just happened. When was this? I need to look this up for real. Then hold on, man. The Walmart shooter. Why is y'all shooting at Walmart, man? Like, I love Walmart. As much as I hate Walmart, I love Walmart. Oh, man. Inside Walmart's break room. What? He was an employee. The employee killed co-workers. 6+ injured, 2, I believe. Damn. That is sad, man. I saw the one interview where that one distraught worker that was only employed for 5 days. Excuse me. Damn. That's sad, man. Friday. What's up, Friday? Hey, friends, just saw this, so I'm gonna catch up later. Hope it was a good weekend. It was a great weekend. It was a really good weekend. What happened this weekend? I don't even remember what happened this weekend. I just know it was good. Only footage I saw. I only saw the footage right after it's happened. Gotta check it out. Damn. That poor girl is gonna be messed up for the rest of her life. They say she was only working there for 5 days. That's crazy. Yeah, we got some vegan mukbangs going on. And we do other stuff too, like grocery store tours, like how to shop for on the Vegan Bay Fit channel, should I say, how to shop for shop on a budget. So how to spend only $50 a week. at the grocery store, how to spend $35 a week at the grocery store, you know, how to do basic shopping. Autumn says, I'm an Amazon junkie myself. Walmart, not so much. I am a both junkie. I love both of them. I started all as a Walmart fiend, obviously, because they came first when it comes to like the everything store. They were the Walmart's the original everything store. Then Amazon came. But yeah, I will order something off of Amazon in a quickness, and if I need it like that minute, I'll just go to Walmart, you know. But yeah, I am a fan of them both for sure. Elcar says the Walmart shooter basically had a hit list of people who had bad things to say about him, according to his suicide notes. Excuse me. Well, according to his suicide notes on his phone, my opinion is I'm just praying for the families. Heartbreaking. Damn. Yup, said one victim was 16 years old. Godly. He was a manager? One victim was 16 years old, only been there for a couple weeks. What could he had possibly said to make the guy kill him? Also, he was a 16-year-old guy. Damn, yo. Can you imagine that? 16 years old. My first job, I think I was I 16 or 17? My first job was working at Jewel Osco. For you all that are like on the east side or the east coast, shall I say, like Midwest, shall I say, like Illinois, Chicago area. That was my first job. I don't know if I was 16 or 17. I think I was 17 working there. 16 years old, you just literally starting life. I think at 16, you're probably just now starting to understand like what's actually going on in the world, like from like remembering stuff. What is that, sophomore? A sophomore? Yeah. At 16, sophomore going into a junior. It's crazy. Now, Fatigues says my first job was at 15 at a shitty clothing store. Yeah, man, that's sad, yo. That young, literally just starting life. Your first job, probably. He was 16. It's probably his first job, and that was his experience. A couple of days working there. That's sad, yo. I think one employee said it just felt random. Damn. So it wasn't even a real motive behind it. It was just a random action. Elcar says, Susan, yeah, it was a little gift he threw in there about he didn't plan this, but bought the gun like 4 days after his birthday. Just so senseless, another case of guns in the wrong hands. Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy because it's like people like this give guns a bad rap, you know? Like, guns are not bad in and of themselves. I don't think it's wrong for anyone to own a gun. I don't want to say the majority of people because if we've been honest, like, a lot of people are just stupid. I think you need to go through some sort of, like, sanity test. I think they need to make the rules a little bit more strict for people for who can own a gun. I don't think everybody should own a gun. I don't think guns should be in the hands of everybody. Like, it shouldn't be I know it's our Second Amendment, right? Right to bear arms, but I don't think that everybody deserves the right to bear arms. Like, there has to be some sort of, procedures that people go through, some sort of sanity test. And that's not, I mean, that may put up a barrier a little bit, but that's not going to fix things because people will still be able to get guns if they do really want them. But yeah, this seems like it is a situation where people just, it was in the wrong hands, the wrong person, which is just sad. Sad, man. It's really sad. Oops. That's my phone. I got this old, it's not my current phone, but up until this recent phone I had, I don't even know what this is. I think this is like the iPhone 13, whatever the latest phone. That's what this is. But before I got this, I had an iPhone 7, and this thing literally sounds like a buzzer. Y'all probably just heard it. Anyways, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I thought he bought it the other day. If I thought he bought it that day, no waiting period states. Someone says, yes, agreed, Nas. The fact that you can buy an AR before being able to buy a pistol just doesn't make sense to me. Because like I said, I'm here down in I'm here in Texas, right? Like I live in Texas now. You don't have there's no procedures you gotta go through. Okay, so me and Rain have been living here in Texas since when did we move here? 2021? Was it last year? 2020? 2021. We moved here. We moved here in 2021. We moved here in the end of April, like April 29, 2021. So a little bit over a year and a half. And straight from Chicago. We was on the west side of Chicago. For those of you that live in Chicago, we was on we don't stay there no more, so I'm not saying it. We was on like Western and like Roosevelt area, right on the west side of Chicago. Straight from there to here, to Dallas. And with that being said, I had a Illinois license. I came down here, obviously got a Dallas area code. You got a Dallas, residential. I got my driver's license changed from Illinois to Texas, and that was it. I was able to go right into the gun store. Obviously, fill out the paperwork, whatever. They just make sure that you're not a felon. Obviously, you got to be over I think 18 or 21, and I was able to get a gun that day. I bought a Glock 19. There was nothing else that they required other than me not being a felon and me having a Texas driver's license or proof that I'm a Texas resident, basically. You don't even got to have a Texas driver's license. You got to show proof that you're a Texas resident. You got to show proof that you're over, I don't know if it's 18 or 21, but I'm far removed from either one. And then you gotta not be a felon, and you can buy a gun. Any gun that you want to buy, anything you want to get, you get. I don't want to say anything, but whatever is available in that store. Like, I ain't gonna show nothing, but I bought a extended magazine. They let you go in there and buy whatever you want. They don't know me from Adam. They don't know me from whoever, and I was able to buy whatever I want. I can go back into the store and buy a 50 round mag that can hold 50 bullets if I want to tomorrow for $100. They don't really have a very strict process. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. So I do think that they do need to. I wouldn't say strict. Like, I don't think that they need to stricken up the process. But like, what if I was crazy? You know what I mean? Like, what if I didn't have sense? What if I was just like a wild boy? You know what I mean? Like, what if I did all that and I didn't care about life and I went there, I bought, a 30 clip, I bought a whole bunch of bullets, bunch of guns because I just had the money, and then I did some crazy stuff afterwards. They ain't checking for nothing. They ain't doing no mental checks on me. They ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. That was, and what I'm saying is was in response to Summer's Day. Like, yes, agreed, Naj, and the fact that you can buy an AR before being able to buy a pistol just doesn't make sense. So that's that. I'm guessing because it's easier to conceal a pistol than a rifle. Maybe they figure you can see an AR coming, but can hide a Glock in your pocket. Yeah. I don't know. What's up, Cindy? What's the deal? What's going on? Like I said, we already wrapped up the conversation, the talks for the night. I'm just kicking it with y'all because Reina gone, and I like y'all. I like kicking it with y'all. I like the conversation. So I'm gonna just be here for a little bit longer, and then we can wrap up in a little bit. But I'm having fun, so ain't really tripping about it. Let me see. Autumn says, "Wow, that is so foreign to me. It is almost impossible to obtain firearms here in Canada. Again, no complaints here." Yeah, it's almost impossible not to contain firearms here in Texas. The crazy thing is, like I said, I'm from Chicago, so in Chicago you got to do the concealed with carry. You got to get your gun license. You got to get all that. In Texas, you just got to be over 18 or 21. You got to not have a felony, and you got to prove that you're a resident of Texas, and you can get you a gun. You don't need none of that. You don't need no concealed to carry. You don't need no gun license. Ain't nothing other than those 3 requirements. Be over 18 or 21. I keep saying 18 or 21 because I don't remember which one it is. But obviously, either way, I'm over both. You got to be over that age, and be a resident or prove that you're a resident, and then not have a felony. It's crazy. Susan says, "Naj, I hope you don't mind me asking. As a gun owner, do you think there should be a waiting period or any other stricter laws, GTK, to hear another perspective?" I'm not sure what GTK means. Gets to know, maybe? I don't know. But the point is, as a gun owner, do you think there should be a waiting period or whatever? All right, so this is what I think. I do think the one it's not funny, but it's like the one thing that I do think is that it's way too easy to get a gun in Texas. I do think that, right? Because like I said, I just came from another state. I came from Chicago, of all places. As challenging as it's not challenging in Chicago. You just have to actually get a gun license, and then you get the concealed to carry to actually carry it outside. And the concealed to carry, you got to take like a class, like an in-person class, like I think it's like a 10-hour class or something like that. I can't recall. My sister ended up taking it. But you do have to take, there are some steps in order to get your actual gun license and then your actual concealed to carry. In Texas, it's bare minimum. So I do think, for example, here, I do think there need to be some more steps in order to just get your gun, because it's way too easy. It's like if you're born in Texas, you raised in Texas, you over 21, and you haven't had a felony yet, meaning that you can do a bunch of crazy shit and just not get caught. I do think that there needs to be a few more requirements in order for people to get guns, because there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers that can get guns. There's a lot of people that don't have any, what's the right way to put it? It's a lot of people that haven't been screened that can just have access to a gun just by being a product of being born in Texas and not being outside just yet, right? You can be sheltered and be crazy as hell and be raised on the inside, right? Or not be outside, or just not get caught doing crazy shit to get a felony. And when you become 21 or 18, I can't remember which age it is, when you become that age, and then you are a resident of Texas, and you can prove that with a driver's license or a bill or something in your name, and you haven't had a felony yet, you can go into the grocery store. That would be fucked up. But you can go into the gun store and buy a gun. Right? So I do think there needs to be something else in place to at least screen people to know whether or not they're sane enough to hold and carry a gun, whether or not they're, like their intentions, something, because like I didn't go through nothing. I walked like soon as now I will say, because the time that I came, this was 2021, right, when I came to Texas. So this was like post-pandemic, so it was a little bit more challenging for me to get my Texas driver's license, just because the DMV, or they didn't call it the DMV, whatever they call it here. I think they call it the DS. I don't know what they call it, but the driver's license place, it was just more challenging to get my driver's license just because of the time. They was only open at certain times, and you got to go online to schedule an appointment, and the appointment is like for like 6 months down the line, and then or you got to be there at like 3 in the morning. I literally had to wait in line at like 3 in the morning for the place to open at 7 in the morning just to get my driver's license. And me and my buddy Dwayne, we waited in line at like 3 in the morning, and I didn't end up getting on the inside until like 2 p.m. So like 14 hours in order to get in the line and actually get my Texas driver's license. So I do think there needs to be something in place to like screen these people, because it's way too easy for people to get access to these guns. Now, I do think that when you go through a series of steps, like, I do think that you should have the right to own a gun, but it shouldn't be for everybody. Everybody does not deserve the right to own a gun. Some people are just fucking crazy, Some people are just mentally not stable enough to be responsible to own a gun, right? Like, if I'm in a situation to where I have to make a decision, I'm not going to, my first response is not going to be to pull out my gun. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's a fist fight, and, I'm in a physical altercation, my first like, response is not going to be to grab my gun out my holster. You know what I mean? It's going to be like to de-escalate. And if it's a one-on-one fight and I'm fighting, it's going to be to defend myself by fighting, right? Now, if I'm getting jumped, that's another situation. But, you know what I mean? Like, some people don't have the wherewithal to, like, understand all these different situations. And some people have bad intentions. Everybody isn't good. Everybody isn't, So, those are just my thoughts. But I don't want to turn this into like unless y'all want to keep talking about it, but I don't want to turn this into like a whole, gun breakdown based off of that. But those are my thoughts, Susan. So, in short, to answer your question, Naj, hope you don't mind me asking, as a gun owner, do you think there should be a waiting period or any other stricter laws? Yeah, I think that there should be something else to screen people, some sort of mental test. I don't know what that test can be, you know what I mean? Because that's not my job. But I think that should be a little bit more in line to let people just get guns. Now, I am happy that I was able to get my gun as fast as I was, because I know that I'm a responsible person, right? I know that my intentions to have a gun is to defend only my home and to have it for security purposes, to defend, my fiance and my family and whoever else, you know what I mean? The people that I have here, my younger sister that lives here, my dad who lives here, like all those different things. Like I don't have bad intentions, obviously, but I don't think that everybody should be able to get a gun as easily as I was able to when I moved to Texas. You know what I mean? Like y'all can literally move to Texas, not have a felony, be over 21, and prove that you're a Texas resident and get a gun. It's that simple. You know what I mean? So, yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't think it should be that easy for everybody because everybody don't have good intentions. Hit that like button real quick, Cindy, please. Thank you, Summer. Hit that like button, all of y'all. That's still in the chat. I appreciate y'all coming and just staying and kicking it with me. You know what I mean? Reina ain't here with me, so she all balling out in Chicago, enjoying her good life. So I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. You know what I mean? What Jay-Z say? You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Elkhart says, I think you can't control gun control. What am I reading? Elkhart says, I think you can't have gun control unless you have gun consistency laws, in my opinion. Expand on that, Elkhart. What do you mean by that? Consistency laws. You mean like throughout all of the states? Susan says, thank you for sticking around, Naj. Nothing but love to everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I'm just chilling. I'm kicking it. Like I said, I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna go sleep after this. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody's having a good time and chilling. Somebody says, yes, I strongly believe in I strongly believe in right to bear arms. Just should be a bit stricter in my opinion. No, I agree with you. Here's the thing. I don't want it to be stricter for me. I don't want to be inconvenienced by the stricter laws because I also know my intentions. I don't care about about doing stupid shit. I don't care about I shouldn't even say I don't care. I have no intentions on making poor decisions and doing things that involve harming other people that aren't caused, right? And I also, honestly, I do just like guns. You know what I mean? I just do like them. But I also know that, the power that are within them, and I know that, I will not take it out unless it's a absolute situation that requires it, So I don't think that everybody should just have the right to just have them just because, for the right to bear them. You know what I mean? I think because everybody don't deserve them. Everybody don't have the capacity to know how to handle them. Everybody don't have the capacity to know how to make good decisions just in life in general. So adding a gun to your poor decisions isn't necessarily right. Susan says, do you have mass shootings like the U.S.? I assume not, if firearms are hard to get. Are they really hard to get, or are they just like, well, I guess they are hard to get in Canada, but are they hard to get legally? You know what I mean? Now, Fertility says, I'd rather declare myself sovereign citizen than stand alive for that long, for a long driver's license. Stand in line that long for a driver's license. Yeah, I got in line, what was it? I got in line at like 3:30 in the morning. I literally had to get up super early. I don't even think I went to sleep until I'm getting up. I think I stayed up, but yeah, I think I got in line at 3:30 or 4, and it was cold at this point too. It was like late November, actually about a year ago. This was exactly about a year ago. It was like November or something, and I was in line at like 3:30, 4 in the morning. I had bought like a couple of like chairs, like the camping chairs. Me and my buddy Dwayne, that works with me at Built by Plants, we were literally sitting in line, this long ass line, at like at like 3:30, 4 a.m. in the morning, and they didn't open up until like 7. The line was long as hell, and then on top of that, not only did they not open up to 7, we weren't able to get in. So like at like what was it, like 8:30, everybody that wasn't able to get in, they had gave us tickets and say come back at like, I had to come back at like 2:30 or something like that. And I'm like, yo, what was all this about, you know? So it's just crazy. It's just craziness. So yeah. Elcar says, if you wrote a bad check for said amount check and caught a felony, should your gun rights be taken away for a non-violent felony? Some people hunt for income. That's a good point. That's a good question, Elcar. If you wrote a bad check for a said amount check and caught a felony, should your gun rights be taken away for a non-violent felony? Some people hunt for income. That's a great question, Elcar. That is an actual great question for a non-violent felony. And then it also begs the question, if you have a non-violent felony, should you even have to my babe's calling me. Hold on. Oh shoot, I think I hung up on her. Hold on. Let me call her right back. Hold on. Hey babe, you on live?
Are you still on the live?
Yep, you on live.
Why are you still on this live?
I'm just kicking it with the people because I ain't got nobody to talk to, and you gone.
Oh, baby, I'm so sorry.
I told them that you left me, so I'm kicking it with them.
Don't say it like that.
I'm just playing.
Just for a moment.
Yeah.
All right, baby. Well, tell all our people I said hi. I wish I was on live.
Yeah, they hear you. You can join. We could. You should go live with me tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
How do I go live with you tomorrow?
Tomorrow night. It's basically like joining a Zoom call, and I can just send you the link, and we can both be on here together.
Okay. Mom said thank you to everybody for the birthday wishes.
Mama Chi said thank you all of you all for the birthday wishes. This right on the line for y'all to know. But yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, y'all. Okay. All right. Oh, no, I'm so extra. All right, love you, baby. Bye.
All right, love you too. Peace. Okay, let me finish answering Elcar. This is a great question, Elcar. So if you wrote a bad check, should your gun license be revoked for a non-violent felony? And I was saying that this brings up a good question, which is like, if let's just say you were trying to get a gun and you are over the age of 21, you are a Texas resident, and you do have a felony, but it's a non-violent felony, should you be able to get a gun? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. If we talk about his specific question, if you wrote a bad check, I don't know, yo. I think you should be able to get one. If it's just a bad check, because you don't have like negative violent intentions. I don't know. That's a great question. Sheesh, that's a great question, Elcar. I don't know. What do y'all think? What? I missed. I don't know what. Oh, I think Summer's laughing at Nefertiti. Yeah, let's see. Another case to review. Idaho quadruple murders. Let me write that down. Idaho quadruple murders. You know what's interesting? What's funny? I'll never forget this. It is kind of corny. It's kind of weird, but when I was in 5th grade, one of my classmates told a joke about Idaho. I don't know why I still remember this. In 5th grade, how old are you? Like 11, maybe? I think like 11. I was in 5th grade, I remember the kid name. His name was Justin. He was an Asian kid. He was funny. The teacher said something. I think we was like learning something about certain states, whatever. And he just came out of nowhere. The teacher said something about Idaho, and then he was like, "Hey, do you know the joke about Idaho?" He literally raised his hand and asked the teacher this. He's like, "Hey," and the teacher name was Miss Lewis. So Justin was like, "Hey, Miss Lewis," raising his hand. She's like, "Hey, Justin." He was like, "Do you know the joke about Idaho?" And she was like, "No, what is it?" He was like, "Idaho or Idaho?" She was like, "Wait, what?" He was like, "Idaho or Idaho?" I was rolling. I was like, what type of balls do you have to say that to the teacher? I'm like, yo, what is wrong with you? And she was literally like, get out. I was like, something is wrong with this kid. Idaho or Idaho? That's a joke about Idaho. So tell us somebody that tell that to somebody that don't know the joke. So yeah, we'll take a look at the Idaho quadruple murder. Let's see what else is up in her. Thank you, Summer Day. My boy Chuckles. I have a girl. 2 Tabs. Tabs. That's your other dog. Chuckles and Tabs. Do they have a suspect in that one yet? No, Susan. We have a mass shooting about once every 10 years. I think on average. Oh wow. Damn, once every 10 years. Nefertiti says, I'm here till I fall asleep. It's 1 a.m. Nefertiti, I appreciate you. Thanks for kicking it. We just chilling. I'm about to get ready to hop off, though, because I'm tired, too. I need to go to sleep. I got work to do in the morning. Autumn says, our homicide rate is approximately 1 every 24 hours, but guns are usually not the weapon. Damn. Wow. What's the weapon? I'm guessing like knives or something like that. Wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Susan D says, wow, I think we need to take some notes from Canada, in my opinion. For real, like one every 24 hours? In Chicago, it's like, what, 1 a minute? 1 every minute? Now, I have heard about this. Many of us can still leave our doors unlocked and windows open and not worry. That's not an exaggeration. I definitely heard about that. That's like something that I knew that Canada was known for, which is like a lot of them didn't leave their doors. Which was a lot of them did leave their doors unlocked and like, windows open and stuff. Like, yeah, that's interesting. Now, I will admit, even if I did live in Canada, I still could not do that. Like me being from Chicago, that's just my instincts. Ain't nothing unlocked. My car doors ain't unlocked. Especially learning here in Texas, like I don't left my car door unlocked. I gotta was it Audi Q7? Somebody ran in my car, my SUV, and literally took, for whatever reason, I just left my the 30 magazine, the clip of my gun in the car. They went into the car and took it. I was like, are you serious? Like, they just steal ridiculously here. Oops. Summer says, well, thank you, Nefertiti, but if you do fall off to dreamland, we hope you have sweet dreams. Concurred, Summer. What Providence are you in? If you're comfortable saying. I'm in Ontario. Oh, cool. Got 2 people from Canada. That's interesting. So Providence and Canada are like states in the United States, right? Like, y'all Providence are basically states. It's like the equivalent to having different states. I don't know much at all about Canada. I haven't been yet. I would like to go. I do want to go, but I haven't been yet. Elcar says, like Texas is no waiting period. Michigan is like 72 hours. Pre-approval, 10 days. Full approval. And you also have to take a cow class. Before you can get a open carry permit, whereas Indiana is no waiting. Oh, wow. Damn. Also, our bank robberies never have guns. Wow. A blazing very little is a gun ever used in bank robberies. Is usually a note, and that's the most bank robberies. That most. You ain't got a gun and you trying to rob me in a bank? You gonna pass? Okay, that's interesting. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm in a bank and I'm in Canada, let's just say I'm an employee. This is where I probably get messed up because, like I said, I'm from Chicago. I'm born and raised in Chicago the first 30 years of my life. If I move to Canada and I'm working in the bank and I know you ain't got no gun and you pass me a note talking about give you some money, I'm gonna pass that note right back to you. I'm gonna probably smack you upside your head. Tell you what the hell wrong with you. What the hell you thinking? You don't have a gun and you trying to rob this bank and I work here? I'm like, but you'll take your bald head ass back outside somewhere. I'm just talking, but seriously, like, that's crazy. I'm sure they probably got knives or a bunch of them or something like that, you know, but like, you ain't got a gun and you trying to rob a bank. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they got some other stuff. I don't know. Maybe they pepper spray them or stab them or something like that, but that just sounds crazy to me. That just sounds wild. I ain't gonna lie, you try to rob me, you ain't got no gun, and I'm at work, I'm gonna tell you, sit your ass down somewhere, wait in line. I'm gonna tell you, get your ass to the back of the line. Where your gun at? I'm gonna ask you, where the gun? You ain't got no gun, you ain't gonna show me no gun, sit your ass down. Please. I'm gonna tell you, please. That's crazy. Oh, we have a lot of people in Canada. Autumn Rain, I didn't know you was in Canada. Vancouver. Oh man, y'all used to have the Vancouver Grizzlies until they bounced. Y'all got the Toronto Raptors now still. I'm a basketball head. For y'all that don't know, I am an NBA head. I am an NBA head. I can't believe that they out here trying to rob the bank with no gun. Do you know what? I would literally laugh. Sadly enough, because I'll probably still be putting my life at risk at some point. But if you pass me a gun, I'm sorry, gun. You pass me a note, and I know we in Canada. You pass me a note, talking about giving you some money. I will definitely take that as a joke. How cold is it up there? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. That's craziness. Oh, 27, I can deal with that if we had heat. Yeah, 27. That sounds about right. I think that's probably what it is about Chicago right now. Today we had a nice weather here in Dallas. It was like 67. I went outside with my hoodie on. I was like, oh wow, I did not even need this. I don't care how cold it is as long as it doesn't rain. How you Autumn rain? You don't like the rain, Autumn? It's 39 here. Elcar, where are you at again? Where you located? What state you in? I'm not sure what you responding to, Autumn. I mean, not for TD. Yeah, it's like 60 in Dallas, Autumn, summer. I keep mixing y'all name up. I'm sorry. I'm like reading the comments as I'm highlighting the comments, so it looks like I'm supposed to be saying what's right there, but I'm actually still looking in the comments. I would take snow over rain any day. What? I do not like the snow. As long as I've been in Chicago, I do not like the snow. I do not like the snow at all. Idaho or Idaho. Yeah, that's what he told me, Elcar. That's what he told the teacher. Idaho or Idaho. I got a chat. All right, Susan. Naj, honestly, no offense to anyone, but truth is two sets of laws that's applied. Not sure what you're referring to, Elcar. I see you're 39 and raised 32. Population in Canada is only 39 million in comparison to US, which is 336 million. Damn, I ain't know that. I ain't know none of those stats. Summer, you outie? Well, good night, everyone. Y'all are awesome. Hope everyone has a good night and sweet dreams. Thank you so much, Summer. We greatly appreciate you. Thanks for being a part of the tribe. Thanks for being one of our day ones. You were literally like the day one. I think Autumn was like, aside from like a troll that came into our chat one day, like on our first like live, I think Autumn, I mean, not Autumn, I'm sorry, Autumn was a day one too, but I think Summer was like the day one, like the first one in our chat that was active. That's why I picked her to be the one of the moderators, because she was literally like the definition of a day one. Appreciate you, Summer. Have a great night. You can take a look at Japan's rates, but it probably doesn't help that they gave a like 97% conviction rate, and police can literally hold you without charge. Wow. And could do anything they want to get a confession. Damn. I don't think I'll be going to Japan. Benny says, I worked for a bank for 30 plus years, only been in 2 robberies. Oh, wow. There could be a gun, but they conceal it. Okay, now that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Cause you try to rob me, you ain't got no gun. Never mind. I know, right, Bendy? Our robbers are so low profile. Okay. Jefferson said the bank robber would apologize, Najee. Yeah, you try harder next time, Mr. Robber. You need to plan this out a little bit more. But they do have guns here in bank robberies in Ontario. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, yes, they do, but they are never ablazing or even shown. It's very low key. Quite often, when they are arrested, no gun is ever found. Oh, wow. Yeah, so they out here robbing with just like their finger. They're like this. They be doing one of these like having on it there. You know how you do that little thing when you like got it poking out or something like this. They be like this. Give me all you got. Yeah. Why are you still here? Cause, babe, I'm just talking to our people. All right, we're just having a good conversation, and I'm finishing up my wine. That's all. Which is finished. Which is finished. Yeah. All right. Well, it has been fun, my good people. I appreciate y'all for chilling and kicking it and having a good time with me. I think we had a better time, like just talking and interacting more than we did actually looking at the cases. This was fun. This was a good time. Babe, you been robbed twice at work? It must not been when we was together. This must have been pre-Naj. Pre my existence in your life. Yeah. Yeah, that is scary. Yes. That is interesting. Yep. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and crash. Ready to say, yep. Okay, that was pre-Naj. I think we're gonna go ahead and end this. Okay, good people. I appreciate y'all for hopping in. One was South Riverside and the Dead of Winter. Oh wow. I think we're gonna end it about right there. Right there. Hold on. Burns before moving to sex. Oh wow. Elcar says he low key lonely, Reina, and we keeping a company. Acrobats. Yeah, I'm just here solo, just you know, just slowly waiting for Reina to get back here. A whole nother week, you know. Just slowly, just waiting. You know, how many? What is that? 24 times 6. What's 24 times 6? Like 160 more hours until. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that hours? Yeah. 160 more hours till you get back home, back down to Dallas. But no, seriously, I appreciate all y'all that's coming through. Appreciate everybody that participated tonight. Thanks for being a part of the live. Appreciate all the super chats. And everybody that's, you know, engaging. You know, me and Reina love y'all greatly. You know, thanks for being a part of the tribe. Y'all are greatly appreciated. I'm about to wrap up. It's about time for me to hit the bed. I'm tired. I need some rest. I ain't got no more wine, so it's my time to wrap up. But yeah, y'all go ahead and have a great night, and we will catch y'all. Actually, we'll be back tomorrow night. I'm gonna try to get Raina on the live. We'll try to do like we'll try to get her in so she can join, and then we can do, you know, a couple of those cases that y'all gave us. Jessica Gruz, and y'all said that she was a female Ladero, so we gotta check that out. Then a Walmart shooter, and then the Idaho quadruple murders. So we'll try to get back on tomorrow night and catch those. So y'all have a great night. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all enjoy. Catch y'all tomorrow night. It'll probably be about 8:30 or 9. All right. So cool. Catch y'all. Oh snap. Okay. Mama Chi probably gonna hop on tomorrow night. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. We'll catch y'all mañana. Peace.